Howdy, howdy. Hi, Jamady. I'm taking your advice this time, apparently, or at least that's the goal of sending packed parts to the rocket instead of unpacked parts. So hopefully that simplifies the distribution a little bit. We'll see. That is the goal, though. I think you were the one who recommended it. At least that is the goal. I do not trust I will set the priorities right. Also, we need to clear so many belts to do this. It would help if we were on that planet. So I might take a trip down with this one and head on back. I feel like that would be the easiest plan. Let's see, what other options do we have? Well, the other option is trying to clear the belts here. Logic requires it. What does it require? Me to go down there? Or clearing the belts? Let's see. Where? Oh, whoa. Ooh. We have a lot of cryonite. You know, for a planet that we abandoned, it sure produced a lot of stuff. Let's see. Where do I get rocket parts from? I think they're like somewhere. Ah, there they are. There they are. Okay, so we'll have to switch these assemblers. We also want to prioritize old rocket parts and also the recycle ones, which are not running at all. So clearly, steel. I think I was aware steel is a problem. It probably doesn't help that we're just shipping all of the steel. But things should start to back up now that this is not running anymore. It's gonna take a while. Oh, unless it's also filling up this rocket. Yeah. We also need to simplify this rocket. Which I think I still haven't decided exactly how I want to simplify it. I feel like dropping down to 4 or 8 different resources in a rocket sounds viable. Because if I do 4, no, if I do 4, at minimum the rocket's going to be half full when it auto launches, pretty much, which is, decent. And then that's about it. At minimum, it's going to be about half full if it auto launches. How's my amazing trading network? I think it's doing fine. I haven't checked on it in a while, so there's a good chance it's not. Yeah, let's make sure it's actually working. Waiting, waiting, heading, heading, waiting, waiting, waiting. Manually stopped. Oh, right. This is a new train. We can get a third artillery set up. So that will be okay. It's broken. Well, it seems to not be working. What is this? Wait, how do I use the train network? I'm assuming I can't, right? I can't use that button at least. No, okay. I don't know what broke it, but it's good now. You know what? We're just gonna head up there. I can't get that button to work with satellite view, which I guess makes sense. Okay. What is the problem? What? Actually, no. What is the problem here? Ah, I did not add these. Okay. Well, that's an easy fix. This one is blocking so much for the bypass, but this one is blocking all of these. Okay. We can also just enable this. I think that'll also fix it. And honestly, well, since they stay there until they run out, until there's inactivity, I should probably just skip this one ahead. Yeah, that should work. Hey, look at that. 2 trains. I wonder which will leave first. Oh, this one. And then this is gonna wait until the other one moves. Okay. I think we can live with that. Or we can have it skip ahead a few slots as well. But honestly, I don't think it matters that much. As long as these are in bot range, we'll be fine there. And then hopefully that will fix itself. Yeah. Well, until this one's placed. But once this one's placed, it will fix itself. And the possible bypass lane won't actually, like, break things. Because that was kind of the intention there. For this to be, an unloading station, but also, not block the entire thing if another train needed to get by. And it blocked the entire thing, which sounds about right. Very much in line with how things go with me. But yeah, uh, it's not, there's a lot of wasted turns in the train network, but it does seem fully functional. And we have 4 trains on a single track, which I think is impressive for me. It's not impressive by anyone else's standards, but it's a lot more than I've done. So I am pleased with that. And then let's see. I really, really want to remove this, but this is like connecting a lot of chests. So it just kind of stays. What is this missing? Also, what is this belt? Oh, it's just a splitter. I thought I saw it grabbing from nothing. We're short astroscience. That makes sense. But why? Actually, no, why? Did we break astroscience again? Also, do I even have... Yeah, I have life support. Okay. What is wrong? Where is it? Okay, this is missing significant data, which is missing insight, which insight comes from... Is it just missing an inserter? Thermofluid. Wait, what? No, it's not getting astro catalogs. Because those aren't getting visible observational data. Because these all stalled. I see. Okay. We're out of light oil. Am I not actually shipping light oil up? Is that the problem? It's possible that I don't actually send it to the other rocket. Let's see. I request 450. It's supposed to go to this rocket. Okay. I guess I could increase the amount. We were playing a multiplayer run with single track double-headed trains. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrifying. I can't even do a single... I can't even put 2 double-headed trains on the same track without there being problems. But I guess there probably are workarounds that exist. But the thought still scares me. We'll do 600. Oh, I saw in the Friday facts, they're adding arithmetic here, so you could just do like 600 times 2, or if you want like a certain number of stacks. Which is really cool. You just have to signal it correctly. Yeah, that's the part that sounds hard. Signal it. We know I can't do that. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. I haven't figured out how exactly I want to ship oil and stuff around. I'm thinking maybe I could have... Oh my gosh, how many barrels is that? I was thinking about like sending an entire rocket full of barrels between planets, which is an option. And then like shipping them back as steel, I think. Is that a 100? Is that a 1-to-1 ratio? Actually, shipping steel and making barrels. No, yeah, shipping the barrels, recycling them, sending them back as steel is super energy dense, but it does require you to redo the barrels. That's not a huge deal, but yeah, it's probably worth a tenth of the rockets or something like that, right? Yeah, I think it's a tenth of the rockets. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So what is that? That's only 25,000 per steel rocket. That's actually not that bad. Yeah, that's really not that bad. I was thinking that each barrel was 10 steel, which sounds awful. That sounded incredibly expensive. Also, is this set up? Plastic and glass. Okay. That means we can just copy this and do another one next to it. That's the wrong spot. There we go. Let's get a fluid one. Don't ship steel that much due to the scrapping of barrels. Yeah, we'll set a prio here. We'll set a complete prio here, and then that should be fine. And then other planets that need steel will probably mostly be fine. So we'll always have a steel request, but it will be like, you know, secondary or whatever. Okay, and then we don't copy and paste these because that causes problems. Yeah, perfect timing. I always copy and paste them. I think I'm going to actually just make a blueprint of this for once. Look at me using blueprints. It doesn't really need to be relative, but sure. My blueprints. Okay, how do I make a blueprint book? How do you make a blueprint book? Is it, do I just not have it shown? Is there a shortcut for it? Or can you just like click things together? No, okay. I'm trying to see if there's a way to get a blueprint book without putting it here, but I guess not. That blue plus on the bar. That's a blueprint. Unless there's a way to click it to make it give you a blueprint book as well. Or is there another bar? Guess I can just make a new one. What don't I need? Toggle alt mode? Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That works. Look at that. We have a blueprint. We have a blueprint book that we'll forget about. Haven't you put it on the bar? Of course not. I've never used a blueprint book in my life. Why would it be on my hotbar? Have you seen how I build? It's a fair assumption, but yeah, no, I've never used it, so it's just not there. Let's see. Okay, things are working good. So this will be light oil and crude. Light oil and petroleum would be a good starting one. So that's light oil, petroleum. And then I guess I don't really know where I'm going to do the recycle loop. I might move this around. No, that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. We'll just do the prio here. That should be fine. As long as we go on the right side. And then I really hope I have a recycling plant. Recycler. Then I guess another warehouse for the recycler so we can store a couple things worth of barrels. Wait, do I have a recycling facility? And a warehouse. Do I have either of these things? I'm not actually convinced. Is this the correct side? Yes, it is. I don't think the speed is fast enough. We definitely do not have a recycling facility. Improvisative? Oh, are you just describing my playstyle of just improvising everything instead of using prints? Because that's accurate. I guess this will be fine. I mean, it doesn't work. Also, it's not set up correctly. Wait. No, this isn't where I need the barreler. Well, actually, do I want to rebarrel them at the beginning? Yeah, I imagine I'll run into a similar issue here with just one eventually. Just needing more recyclers so I can make a belt of steel. We do have a couple options here. We could unbarrel directly to an assembling machine, which is, how fast is unbarreling? That might actually be okay. Actually, can't we even unbarrel in like a manufacturer barrel? Let's see. Yeah, I could even use a space manufacturer, which would unbarrel insanely fast. And then go into tanks. So then I think that's easier, right? Because then I could have like one central point where I connect all the resources. They're huge. Yeah, exactly. They're the exact same size as the silo. It seems perfect to me. Have drones fly the barrels? I think I've established multiple times that I don't want to use, that I don't like using bots for stuff like that. But if throughput's a problem, then if throughput's a problem, I guess I could just ship the, just ship the barrels around. Because I don't really know how, I don't know how to deal with throughput. They have 10% the throughput of normal pipes? Oh, well, that's terrible. Okay. Yeah, then we'll just, I mean, I don't think I've ever used a full liquid pipe in space yet, but that is good to know. It's really that low? Okay. Pressure 100. Is there things with more pressure? I don't know. I guess we'll just ship the barrels then, which means this is useless. That's fine. I think I do have steel prioritized somewhere. Yo, what's up, Fredward? Thanks so much for the sub. Welcome, welcome. We got space, or that's the one I always think of when I read that, the Tim Curry one. But there is, of course, the Wheatley, or just yelling space. I think this will work, right? Petroleum. I'm gonna put barrels. Light oil barrels. Although I feel like that's assumed, but it's not like naming it takes long. Then we got light oil. Also light oil? Wait, did I select it right? Yes. And then this one is supposed to be petroleum barrels, right? Yeah. Okay, I feel like there is a faster way, but I need to account for crashes, and I don't have a great way to account for crashes, so that's what these chests are for. Because the alternative would be having like requester chests or something, right? So yeah, I think these will work. They are a bit annoying since it's like 2 manual clicks I have to do to set filters, but honestly, I can live with that. It's not the end of the world. Petroleum needs to go here. Oh my gosh, we're requesting so many petroleum barrels. Okay. While we're building these, let's set up another rocket in our infinitely long chain of rockets, which is probably going to be problematic soon, because I have no idea how the throughput of this pipe will work. I can't imagine it's good. Stack filter inserter, good. Okay, so we have petroleum here, and we have light oil here. You know what? That's fine. We can work with that. That is the wrong kind of underground, though. There we go. And then, wait, because of the inserter, I can't rotate this. Wait. There we go. Got it. And we'll just go underneath that logic, I guess, and hope that we don't need it. I can't imagine we would. And then that is the correct side. Okay, so this output's on the left. Okay, so we should just be able to sideload it. And then I don't know why we're using yellow belt here, but I guess that's fine. I don't need to load them all up on that side, but it's gonna be a mess, so I want to at least keep them on one side for now, so that way I can like keep track of things somewhat neatly. This will go to light oil barrels, and this will go to petroleum barrels. Okay, I'm liking these dedicated rockets a lot. They do take a long time to launch the first time, but we're not super speed limited, and I really like the fact that you know, they actually run. Unlike this one, which does run, but only, I think I set it to 6, yeah, it has to be 60% full, which means we have things stall for a long time. Also, there's beryllium in here. I don't know how beryllium possibly got there. I don't remember producing it recently, but I mean, I'm glad we have it. Okay, and then these are good to go. Yeah, these are the limit. These right there are the limit of what I'll use bot logic for, but that's only because I could not find where my assembler was, and this is the only way I could limit it to 1. But I think this is the only time I use rockets bots to do anything other than build my mall. Like this stuff. Which they're going to be busy for a while. Also, bots are... I'm pretty sure I have bots building, like, upgrading every single blue belt. So I'm surprised I have any left over. But maybe I'm just missing blue belt. That could be it. Oh, okay, yeah, we're just using as much as we produce. Okay, well, that's fine. Cool. And then, you know what? We've almost burned through half of the military science I sent up because I did not connect the rocket. That was a mistake. We accidentally sent like 40,000 extra before I noticed, which was rough, to say the least. Okay. And then we need to get a petroleum barrel over here somehow. Do you think the spaghetti will ever go away? I don't think the spaghetti's ever going away. I want to believe, but I doubt it more every day. Um, we could definitely get petroleum here, and then light oil is all the way on the other side. Maybe if we use an underground here, it'll be easier to work with. Yeah, I can't imagine this is easier. But I've placed it, and I'm sticking with it now. This is how the spaghetti is made. Which honestly sounds like an expression. I unfortunately it isn't. Well, it might be. I don't think it's a real expression, but it sure should be one. See, there's a splitter in here we can take. Perfect, if we can find it. There's like 20 splitters. There we go. Wait, can you filter? No. No, you cannot. That would be too convenient if you could filter search through a chest. Well, I mean, okay. I guess it's still possible. And I just missed it. So, do I need this? Why do I even have this? What does this power? Yours mostly went away in time, and mine can too. What, my spaghetti? I like the positivity. Let's see if it happens. I believe. No, I can believe with you. This might work if it is on the right side of the belt, right? But it also might be terrible. There's a chance. Okay, so this needs to be on this side, which it is not on that side of the belt, is it? No, it is not. That's fine. We haven't sent a rocket yet, right? Yeah, we'll just switch these around. Yep, that should be fine. Oh no. It deleted the it deleted it. Okay, that's fine, no big deal. And voila. That should be perfect. Okay, then hopefully we have it all set up correctly. I don't believe, but maybe we do. Maybe we do. Actually, you know, they haven't turned yet. I think we had to do that just so it's a cleaner line. It's a lot easier to work with stuff if the lines are fairly clean. Of course, then it angles up again. So I should actually turn it here and delete this one. There we go. That will go not a long way. It'll go a little ways to simplifying the spaghetti. And I will take what I can get. And then another moment of truth. What side of the belt is the light oil on? Also the correct side. That's very surprising. I feel like things should not be... I feel like this should not have worked out, but I think everything's on the correct side for this prio to work. Yeah, and this should filter out all the petroleum. Yeah, we'll be perfect. Cool. That looks nice. I'm very much looking forward to just removing requirements from this. And the best way to start that is with output prios. So that way they fill the new rockets first. And then I could probably start removing... things from this, right? Like I can remove light oil. I can also remove steel. Coal, I don't know if we've set up coal yet. We do have heat shielding and LDS set up here, though. So we can do heat shielding, LDS. I know plastic and stuff is technically set up. but I don't think it really is. Like, it's not shipping, so we can't remove it from the request just yet. Like plastic, and I think this is glass. Those also need to be set up. I just haven't figured out. Well, okay. Wait, no, they are set up, aren't they? Oh, they're just waiting on a rocket. Okay, never mind. Oh, they're going to take forever. Also, maybe I shouldn't have cut the request yet for petroleum, now that I think about it. Because these will take a while to fill, right? Actually, no, it's not too bad. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I guess because the stack size is so low, these will actually fill in a reasonable time. And then I might even be able to improve my barreling somewhere, if we can find where I'm barreling. Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, I can see how that might be a problem. Can I double up the inputs? No. Okay, so this is assembling speed limited. Okay. And then where's light oil being barreled? We're just following the spaghetti now. That's a lot of beeping, but I think it's fine. It's normally fine. Okay, wait, so it unbarrels in 0.2 seconds and a barrel crafts in 1. So if I really want to barrel fast, I should have 5 barrel assemblers, right? I think that is what this means. It can't be a good idea, but I'm gonna try. Input, output. Perfect. Okay, that should give me some. We can also add speed 2s. Would help. We don't need speeds in there. Okay, so that will like give a 50% increase. We could also add a beacon if I really want, but I don't think it's that important. And then what else? Where else is low on barrels? Here. Oh yeah, we can definitely get steel here. Perfect. And then if we really wanted, we can make it apply to water too. We can't increase the speed of the heavy oil, but that's fine because we don't need it that badly. Really the only reason. Okay, hopefully I didn't break anything. There's a good chance I did, but I probably didn't. Like, I could say with like 20% confidence, right? This is the building rocket. We really need to fix it. This is supposed to get me beryllium. It's waiting on an empty landing pad, so that makes me think... this is set up poorly. Yep. Yes, it is. I have no idea how those got there. That's so bizarre. Okay, well that's fine. That's an easy fix. It's just a little bit confusing. I wonder if it happened. I wonder if it like I cleared my inventory in a storage chest or something. I don't know. Okay, that should be producing beryllium again, which honestly not a big deal. We weren't super beryllium limited. And it looks like I did finally fix... Wait, what is this? Does it always have those? I guess I never scroll that far. I guess it always has those to guarantee you can fill it. Let's see. We also aren't getting a space capsule. Wait, that's bad. Oh, it's because we haven't gotten a launch. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Did we end up fixing this? I remember we had some issues last time with filling this with way too much water ice. And I don't think... Based on how this looks, I don't think we did fix it. Which is bad. Also, why are these not set up? How are these supposed to work? Okay, these do less than 80,000 in the network. I guess that's fine. And then beryllium... I mean, I could technically just attach these for now and just give them beryllium. I think that'll be okay. Because beryllium does not get filled that fast. Why aren't they working? Oh. Yeah, we haven't given them a condition yet. Okay, those should be fine. So much beeping. I don't think it's stopped. Okay, there we go. I really hope I fixed the water ice problem. I won't be able to tell until this rocket launches, so I could just save it, launch it, save it, see what happens. The landing pad it's going to is not empty, so that makes me think it's not fixed. at all. I don't think it's fixed. I don't know why, but something gives me the impression that it's not working properly. Let's see. Input signals, output signals. It's outputting negative 320,000. I see the problem. I think I see the problem. Right? I am telling them this has like negative 300,000 in the network, but I set up the filter inserters like I would. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I set up the filter inserters like I would if I had the filter being set via logic, but I set the inserters up like I should limit them by stack size, I think is what's going on here, which basically means I messed up and yeah, the filter does nothing because it's just saying, hey, you have negative 300,000 in here and you're definitely not under 80K. So we have two options. I think the easiest is to just say set filters. Not really. That didn't. I don't know why it's thinking I need a space capsule. Uh, I mean, technically, is that fine? What if I do set filter here? What's it request? Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Because it shouldn't be requesting water ice. So what's broken? Is there another break somewhere? Do I accidentally multiply it? Wait. These are not supposed to connect to the rocket. Right? Yeah. Well, these aren't supposed to connect directly to the rocket. So they're getting a signal of 80K. They're only getting what's in the rocket. Oh boy, this is quite broken. Just a tad. How many combinators do I have? Why do I have this many combinators? And which ones what are they supposed to connect? Okay, so I know these are the auto launch signals, which I probably don't need at all. What is this checking for? Oh, this is just to say, hey, launch as long as you're mostly full. If you're in desperate need of water ice. I don't think I need that. I feel like I don't need that logic. Because this is only 2 resources, and we're not using beryllium very much. Honestly, we should just split the rockets and not deal with it. I think is the easiest solution. For now, we're just gonna ignore the entire thing and get back to it later. Because I want to get this planet working first. We haven't got a shipment here, but oh, that looks like a lot more barrels though. Yeah, these are like a third of the way to launch. Perfect. Okay, that's fine if we stall our base for a little bit longer then. Okay, what else do we need to ship up as a pure resource? Vulcanite? Realistically, we shouldn't be shipping Vulcanite back to Novice and then back here. What we should do is we should set up a Vulcanite rocket on another planet. Which sounds very nice. I don't think we can do that yet. That'll take us a few trips. So it's not super high prio. What else can we be doing? Also, I have no idea what this is. Oh, this was before we switched to dedicated rockets. This is just to keep more Digian running. Because that gives us iridium. This is such a mess. But it's getting better. We're up to a few more pure rockets. So that's the important thing. What else are we producing on Novice that we need to ship elsewhere? I guess we could do pure science rockets. I mean, those only really go to one other planet, so that feels like a waste. No, that feels like a waste. I don't think we need... What would that be? How much would be sitting in the rocket? 500 times 200? I don't think I need to keep a buffer of 100,000 of every science. We could probably have one science rocket with 5 sciences in it. And the world won't end. Because logic for that is pretty straightforward. Because I do want to start splitting this up. Like, because one chest of one chest of science is 10k. We don't need a whole rocket's worth, so I could do five buffer chests and be good. So we're also running out of space, right? No. Well, kind of. Oops. There we go. That should be fine. We're still getting rockets here. Okay, so where do I want the complicated rockets? I mean, I don't really want any complicated rockets. I just really cannot justify the science rockets this way. I can't do the filter inserter. I can't do the storage strongbox the same way with this, though. We need, we'll need individual chests for it to work, but that's fine. I guess I don't have to keep this pattern for the one rocket that's different. Yeah, I guess I don't have to do it in pairs. That simplifies it a lot. And that's fairly compact. Then we can just output these directly on top. And then I guess it's only 5 items, right? Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 storage chests. Which hopefully should all be fairly empty. And there we go. And because it's 5, we can go directly under it, which is perfect. There's the 5 resources. I'm assuming I can't copy the filter. Yeah, I can't copy the filter. There we go. I'm giving them all the same output, so that way it switches it to the right tab pretty quickly. I feel like, just in case I like switch things around. There we go. So I need to remember how we set up the rocket, but I think, yeah, I think unifying resources I don't need a ton of this way is going to really simplify things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I'm just starting to doubt it, because now this is going to launch a rocket that's like 10% full. But it's either that or I waste 100,000 science. Like, they don't seem like great options. Okay, I'm too indecisive. We will keep this as a blueprint that we put in our blueprint book as a science unloading. But it really, it's hard to justify such a terrible rocket that we launch at 10% full. But I also, you know, I'm too stubborn to launch 100,000 red science into space. But, you know, what is that in the grand scheme of things? A lot, actually. That's like a lot. That's like so many secs. Okay, if I get up to artillery shooting speed, it doesn't sound like as much. Because this uses 25k. Okay, once I get to like the 5, 10k sciences, the numbers start to make a lot more sense and I can justify them more. Which means I should just start building them. And then, yeah, I think, let's see, there's not much I should be shipping through here outside of a dedicated rocket. Because the dedicated rockets are just so straightforward, which is so nice. Although I don't know if there will be issues with choosing names. Let's see, they are alphabetized, right? So as long as no, wait, they're not alphabetized. Are they in the order that I placed them? They're in the order that I named them, aren't they? Yep. Okay, that does make it a little bit more annoying. Not the end of the world. But if I do too many named rockets filtered out this way, it will get a little bit annoying to deal with. So we got red science, and then what else did I want to do? Literally nothing I'm doing right now is my goal for today. So we're just going to name these both to A, and we're just going to stop doing this because this isn't what I wanted to do today. I just, I really, I want this orbit to work again, and it's not going to work without wasting a lot of rockets that I send it like half full. But it's really not looking realistic. Okay. We're going to launch this. We're going to write it back. We're going to forget everything like we normally do. And we're going to take these, and we need to immediately decon. Actually, while we're in the air, we should probably do that. We need to decon the unloaders. Because I don't want to unload like this. We have other things to do. Okay, we have other things to figure out. There we go. If stranded, okay, that's fine. Not important. Okay, so this should be a pretty easy fix. I don't know how fast things pack. Also, I don't know what side of the belt things need to be on. I think we can just move the new ones over here. I actually want this on the other side of the belt. Is that weird? I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, I won't worry about it. I would prefer if they were on the other side, but it's not a huge deal. So this is going to pack them, which is this one? No, that says unpacking. Which one's the packing? There we go. Don't know if that power pole mattered. It doesn't anymore. Output, 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 output. Copy this. And we'll just rotate it up. Okay. How do I do this? I need to prioritize the recycled rockets over this one, but also over these. Nah, we'll figure it out. Let's just build something. Build something and see if it works. That's always the easy way to do it. We will delete all of them because we do need to clear the belt. I also don't know if I left enough space to pack rockets this way, which could be a lot of a problem actually. I have no idea why these all have. Oh, those are blacklists. Okay, so these can actually go there, no problem. Okay, can I get the resources to build this? Let's see. We could take the glass from here, and let's see if we can get green chips from somewhere. There's some green chips. Yeah, we can get our path provider for emptying the rocket because we messed up. There we go. Yeah, I have no idea how many capsules we have. 45. Oh, that's not as much as I thought. Wait, it's going down. Are these not all connected? I don't know what that means. Novice. I feel like I have so many more. Maybe I stopped building them a while ago, and now things are going south. Okay, so we need to unpack these. Okay, I think I see the strat. So we'll do empty rockets, empty ones here, and then packed ones here. We definitely don't need to double up on any of them. And then these will get packed immediately. This feels like too many unpacking machines, but I don't think it's going to cause problems. And then these can just go straight down. Those are the wrong kinds of belts, but other than that, this worked fine. And then let's actually do like a strong box. I feel like that would be a good amount of resources. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this will prioritize the new ones, in theory. And then we connect them here where we prioritize these ones. And then we need to clear this whole belt. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, this will do a little bit of a buffer. Just in case we ship a lot of rockets back at once, but I don't think that's a huge concern. Let's see, what is this missing? Nothing. Oh, okay, it was just waiting for them. Input prior is on the right. Perfect. That should be out. Yeah, that should be able to output fast enough. Okay, and then I guess I just start deleting the belt and YOLO it, and hope that we don't brick everything. Also, we need to figure out how to deal with the rocket parts that are currently in the system, which I might. I don't know if I put any in path providers, but I guess I could, just to sort them out, I could just do this so they don't keep clogging my inventory. Rocket parts, right? Cargo rocket sections and Yeah, there we go. 1,000 of each. I really hope we didn't make a logic loop. There is a good chance of that, but I don't think we did. And there we go. Okay, so that gives me packed rocket parts, which should be fine. And now we just need to clear the belt somehow. I guess we just make a new belt, right? I mean, that has to be the better way, because otherwise my inventory is going to be insanely full. Also, I think it's time that we delete this. We haven't used it in a while, and it's only making like 2% of our rocket parts. So I think it would be best if we just get rid of it. Because this was our original rocket part assembler belt, which gets like 1 cargo pod going towards it. Right? Oh, wait, do we use it for something else? Wait. No, we don't. Okay. That's good. I was worried when I saw the belt split off that something else was supposed to be going here. But I think we're okay. I don't know for sure, but I feel like it didn't break anything. Now this one, I don't know what else is on here. I have no idea what else is on here, but we clearly piggybacked off of it for something. But I'm just going to delete all these, because we definitely don't need them. I can't delete these belts, because I really do not know what we put on it. Maybe LDS or something. Oh, it's heat shielding. Okay. Yeah, heat shielding seems slightly important, but not super high prio. If it breaks, the world doesn't end. And then I could go back and delete these from the mall. I don't think it matters that much, but I do want to clean up a little bit of the spaghetti, especially the dead spaghetti. Because we can just straight up delete this now. I don't think I will, because then I'll be really confused why there's a gap. But I want to get it out of the way. There we go. I'm pretty sure I just heard a logistic bot blow up. Oh, is that the decon planner? Oh, the dropped cargo. Cool. I hadn't actually seen that happen before. I've only heard it outside of the screen. I've never seen the bot fall in action. I guess that's the point of swarm safety. Also, anything here important? Oh, I guess I could start getting cargo rocket stuff. But yeah, the swarm safety, I think, makes it that they don't damage when they crash. They still crash. They just don't blow up when it happens. And then let's see, where were we at? Wait, can this clear this completely? Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, suffering the damage is still nice because it's caused a lot of confusion over the days, where I just take damage and I have no idea why half my base is destroyed. It's on par with what are they called? Cargo chests, failed deliveries. Oh no, but these weren't ready to connect. Yeah, okay. You know, it would have been smart using the other side, but that's okay. I don't think we're smart. I feel like if we were smart, we wouldn't have done most of this. But that's okay. We can learn. Well, maybe not. We can slightly improve. There we go. We'll just go under. Why are there so many random? Oh, right, because things used to be manual. Yeah, that makes sense. Because so many things were manual, we would just kind of did whatever, wherever we needed something done. Okay, I clearly have a splitter here, so I think we diverge into 2 parts. It's mostly a flex technology. Oh, I don't know. It seems kind of useful. It at least stops the blinking. But yeah, I guess it's not that useful because repair packs are so cheap. If you get it to super high levels, I could see it being a flex. Like, oh, look at me spending 20,000 on logic bot safety. Okay, I think we're almost there. I don't know if I've left enough space to put an assembler anywhere. Let's see. There is a pass provider here for some reason. Oh, this was just to clear the belt. Okay, so that will help. What is this? What was this way of balancing it? I just made like a little loop. That's fun. That sounds like something I would make. Okay, and then I guess we'll just place that. Yeah, that should be fine. Cargo rocket. Unpacking. Wait, no, that's packing. That's exactly the opposite way. There we go. What is happening? Oh, I can't clear it, so it's just kind of making it freak out. Okay, and then we'll just drop these in some chests. Actually, we could do pass providers too, I think. I shouldn't. I'll just wait for the logic bots. Okay. The logic should be the same, and they only can grab one at once, so I don't need to limit the stack size like I had been doing. We don't really need the splitter. I don't think it's going to have trouble grabbing from the corner either, so that's fine. Haven't really decided yet if I should do this by hand. I feel like I shouldn't, but I don't trust myself to rebuild everything if I don't do it by hand. You know, I guess I could have just like diverged from the spaghetti. I feel like that also would have worked well. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Undo, undo. Oh my gosh, how many rockets do I have? Wait, what even is this? Oh, this is just packing stuff. Oh, that's perfect. Wait, why do I have a packing machine here? What is this rocket supposed to be doing? This isn't even like attached to logic. What could this possibly be doing? Oh, maybe it is. I don't know which rocket this is. Oh, this is I think this one isn't doing anything. Yeah, okay, I know the problem. This isn't doing anything because I set it up wrong the first time and accidentally launched like 20 rockets worth of resources, so it's just going to take a while to use them. Okay, so this actually needs to go here instead. And then this one gets connected using basically this logic, except it will be rocket sections. Section 1, less than 100. What's happening here? This doesn't feel good. I see the problem. I see the problem. Okay, well that was an easy fix. Easy fix. Basically, I forgot to attach this first before I hooked that up. Not a big deal. This also needs to be changed to unpacking, which is this one. Yeah, I'm getting used to the symbols. They're the opposite of what I want them to be. For some reason, I'm wanting the packing to look like an unpacked thing, even though that's the opposite. And I keeps confusing me. But there we go. That's one path, so that should hopefully be getting packed sections soon. So I think we can connect it. I have no idea what this is. I think we need to switch to red belt here, though. Or blue belt. I don't think it really matters. There we go. Okay, are there actually no cargo sections on here? And now the fun part. Rocket fuel is also on this belt, which I don't think is terrible. Also, we got lucky. We did leave enough space to put packed sections here directly on the line, although our decider combinator is in the wrong spot for that, unfortunately. So I think we do have to move this inserter, because it actually needs to. We need to be able to fit an assembly machine. Not a big deal. It doesn't need a filter anymore, so I guess that's something. It's also, unfortunately, out of power pole range, and I think this is a critical substation that we attached logic to. I can't really tell, because it's kind of in the way. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that important. Also, why do I even have this? What is this supposed to be for? Yeah, if we can move the substation like one tile to the right, I think things will be much better. I'm fairly certain that I did not put any logic on these. I can't say for sure, but it doesn't look like there are any wires on it. Maybe I planned to, and then they were too far. We'll see. We'll see when we get higher up. Because this one needs an underground first. Okay, now I can move one over. Yeah, I think originally I was going to attach logic here to it, but then I changed it. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Okay, now we can just copy this logic, which should be fine. We don't need to read hand contents. They will be powered eventually. We do need to make sure they connect over here, which it looks like they do. Ah, that's why. These needed to go around the rocket. But then we changed how we did all the then we changed how we did all these rockets because I realized this would be a good section for dedicated rockets. Okay, it makes sense now. There was some logic to it. And then this will be unpacked, I guess. This one doesn't have anything, so we'll just ignore that. Unfortunately, we can't really copy the logic without copying the whole rocket, which will copy things I don't want, but that's not a big deal. I really wish this combinator wasn't there. Also, why am I sending rockets at 40% full for pure rockets? Why? That seems like a waste. I mean, it doesn't make a huge deal, but like, why did I do that? I'm sure I had a reason when I did it. I think that reason was I wanted to launch something to get LDS running again, so I cut the rocket by like 20%. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. In fact, so not worth it that I'm just gonna delete these. Because I don't like that. There we go. Wait. Copy. Transport belt's in the way. Oh. Why is there rocket fuel? Wait, why do I have rocket fuel on this lane? Oh, that's just because of this. Yeah, there's literally no reason for me to have rocket fuel. Okay, so we clearly had some issues with building this. They are coming to light now. Fortunately, none of them are too bad, but it's not great. It does make everything a little bit messier than it should be for no reason. Hopefully they're all fixed, because I feel like this got most of it. Output, delete, inserter. There's absolutely no reason for this combinator to exist. We can always add it later. But if we're shipping dedicated rockets, they should be full. Unless I'm desperate. And if I'm desperate, I can just hand build it. Okay. Is that the right one? I think it is. Okay, and there is this awkward part. We do technically have to get rid of these. So what I'm thinking is that we just put an assembler on the end. And we pack them. And we send them back to the beginning with a prio just so it slowly clears the belt. Because this is a lot of stuff to send back to myself. We just have to figure out where to sideload it. We need a splitter. And we'll do an input prio. So that will hopefully eventually clear the belt. We just have to wait for bots to give it to me. Is there anything else I can use for that? I don't think it's a huge deal. I think we can just wait. Okay, so these should be set up properly now. I don't think this will back up. It probably won't back up. There is a chance it can back up, which isn't great. But the odds of that are super low. But just in case, I could move these. Nah, we won't worry about it. If I don't get rockets, I don't get rockets. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like we need the rockets for every base to function, right? Okay, and then I think they're on the wrong side. They're supposed to be on the left, and now they need to be on the right. So we do need to add a side load somewhere. Probably here. Actually, if we do it here, it's really obvious why there's a side load. Okay, so that should recycle everything. So now we can connect the new parts, which we can do now. Actually, apparently they've been connected for a while, but they were blue belt. Okay, I think that's most of them, except for this side, which I think only goes to one rocket. Nope, it goes to two. Gosh, this is a... I'm glad we didn't start this last time. I'll say that. Because I was considering it. That would have been a mistake. Okay, so this one's clearly not used. Which means we can just copy this, and then we can maybe set this up later if we decide to do it. But yeah, we don't need to worry about the splitters there because this doesn't do anything. We can keep deleting these. Send it down. Send it around. No idea where this is supposed to go. But clearly it was useful at some point. I think this goes to my main rocket, actually. I don't think I should be too harsh on this one. This is like top tier rocket. Yep. That is exactly what this rocket is. Yeah, this is my main rocket. Okay. So I do want to keep this one running. Unfortunately, I don't have a great way to do that. Let's see, which one handles... Okay, this handles rocket sections. I guess I could just unpack it here. That inputs on... That should input on the correct side of the belt. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, okay. That'll work. I think. Yeah, that should work. We just need to copy the unpacker and put it over here. Also, did we get all the, did we get all of these connected? I think so. Yeah, they look pretty good. These are slowly being depleted. Perfect. They haven't gotten any parts yet. It's going to take a while for them to move all the way down here. Also, these are not set up in a way where this will work. Do you think Australian ants taste different than Chinese ants? Ants as in like the bug? I feel like different varieties would definitely taste a little bit different, but I can't imagine that there's enough difference between the ants that you would really notice it. I feel like it would be pretty subtle, and you'd have to be like a trained insect connoisseur to really grasp it. Okay, does this work? Okay, I don't think we need this anymore. Clearly, this also grabs rocket fuel. Okay, so we finally figured out why rocket fuel is being requested. That's very, honestly, nice to know. No idea what this does. Oh, we just deleted what that does. Right. There we go. But yeah, I imagine they would. Imagine there would be some difference. Is this set up right? I think so. I think I put that in the right spot. Yeah, because these are controlled by filter logic. This one is empty. I think this was supposed to be a building rocket that I gave up on. So I could just actually turn it into a rocket. That would not be a bad idea. Oh, or I could turn it into a water ice rocket. Destination, Hera. No, how do I want to do this? How do you launch by name? I always forget. There we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we can do a water ice rocket, so then we don't have to worry about water ice, which I think sounds super useful. I don't know why we're using blue belt for this, so it probably won't work for a while. Yeah, we can probably just copy this section. Fast inserter ghost in the way? Oh, that's fine. That's not going to be an issue. We'll use a stack inserter just in case I need to fill up a ton of water ice. There we go. Okay, it's going to be nice having dedicated water ice, because I feel like water ice we use a lot of. There's really no reason for me to ship it back here and then ship it away. So maybe this is a useless rocket. You know what they're... Yeah, no, never mind. This is a useless rocket. We'll put something else in it. Yeah, because looking back at it, we don't make water ice on this planet. So shipping it here, shipping it elsewhere, it's not that costly. But it's also, well, okay, it's a little costly, but it wouldn't be worth it. These are not connected. No wonder why the recycle loop wasn't working. And then, did we end up connecting this? Okay, it looks like we did it. I think we did successfully, hopefully, clear the packed parts from everything. We just need to make sure we set up an unpacker in every rocket, which I think is only 3. Technically, this one wasn't unpacked. Okay. So I could unpack this one. This rocket is inactive, but just in case, I might as well unpack here. Actually, is this rocket inactive? I think when I deactivated this completely, it's because I just couldn't afford to like put anything in the rocket. So I don't think it's a huge deal that it's deactivated at the moment. So we're just gonna ignore it. I wish I could tell how much blue belt they're missing. I guess I could just look at how much red belt I have, right? 3,000. Okay, so they're missing about 3,000 blue belt. That's actually not too bad. Because what's it called? Express? We're producing 25 per minute. That's another 2 hours until it's done. Yeah, I can live with that. I think I can live with that. Because I don't think there's anything critical made with blue belts right now. Okay. That took longer than I wanted, but I think we got it done. We just need to figure out where the return rocket is. Which should be... See, is there any way to put icons? You can add tags, right? But, like, is there any way to label a cargo landing pad, like, through the landing pad itself? Does anyone know? Or do I just have to use this button? Because, I mean, that one's not too bad. It's not great, but I can manage. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I know that puts one in the title. I don't think that actually makes it show up on the map, though. How did I lose track of it already? Oh, because it's like on the core mining. Okay, that's fine. Not a huge deal. But I want to monitor this one, so we'll give it cargo sections. Unpacking. No, wait, no. Recycling. There we go. Okay, let's see if these work. Okay, I think we have like 20,000 rocket sections. Right? Nah, actually not that much. We only have 50. Okay, cool. The recycling is going well. We have an input prio for recycling, and we have an input, even a second input prio for recycling the recycling. So we don't get new parts unless we need it, and completely stall our production, which does seem to be working just fine. Rocket control units, they're actually working really well. We need to find a way to expand this production. I think RCUs can actually just straight up be expanded with no downsides. LDS we can't expand right now, which is unfortunate. But yeah, there we go. Okay, what was our other goal? Fix bot production. Yeah, so I learned that I am limited by like green chips or something for bots. Oh, there was something really weird with them. I think with the way I had the prio set up. But it could have been because we were just filling a rocket with a ton of solar panels or something. Not entirely sure. But they seem to be working fine. I think I should have a larger stockpile of bots, though, for sending to new planets. Like, at least 500 for a new planet. So, let's do, like, 1,000 Logibots. We don't use a ton of Logibots, but we can keep a few of those as well. Let's do 250. Mostly for personal use, but... I mean, realistically, I only send, like, 50 to each planet. Because they're only for moving around... mostly for like clearing storage chests if I accidentally put a bunch of rocket parts in the wrong thing. Okay, power is very good. Okay, I think that was my goal. So what else should I work on? That was apparently all I really needed to get done today. So now I guess it's just a matter of, let's see, can we get more heat shielding? It's possible that I can improve heat shielding. See, wasn't I steel limited on something earlier? I think I still am. No? Oh, because I was filling the rocket. I do need more steel production. The train system makes it complicated. I think I might have to start actually doing like smelting trains if we want to get more iron or go to a different planet. Also, how's the artillery? I feel like I could send an artillery train here somehow. That might cause problems if I connect these networks. I don't know, it might be fine, right? Yeah, I can't imagine why that could possibly break something. We've done so well with our combined network so far. I don't want to risk it, but I do want to clear these bases. Because I was hoping the artillery trains would have enough range to like reduce the attacks, and I think they did. But because pollution is going so far, we're still getting attacked. I just don't think we're getting attacked quite as often. Because we cleared the ones in this super dense smog, but yeah. Now we're just getting attacked from farther bases, so I don't think it really did a ton. Because considering I've complained about the attacks like 4 times today, it makes me think we are getting attacked, huh? Okay, one of these is backed up, right? Or is there a distribution issue? Actually, wait, what's the problem here? These are backed up. Oh my gosh. How did that... What? How did I do that? How did I upgrade half of this? Was it like out of radar vision? How do you... How do you miss a single section in the middle of a base when you do an upgrade planner? What could have caused this? That's weird. No idea. Like if it was this corner or something, sure. But like these are upgraded, and these were upgraded, right? And like underneath was upgraded. Huh, weird. And I don't think it had to do with radar vision. At least I imagine it didn't. Okay. Well, that's decent. Okay, so I want to start doing dedicated rockets on my other planets as well, which should be pretty easy. I haven't figured out how to do the rocket part rocket yet. We need to figure that out. So the problem with the rocket part rocket is it also needs... What does it also need? Wait. Do I need light oil? No, I should just ship rocket fuel, right? Yeah, I think they're the same density. I think I thought about that before. The problem with a rocket part rocket is it's going to land, but it's also going to unload regular parts and capsules. And I can't afford to ship capsules. So how do I distribute capsules to something that's sending out more than it receives? I think I can probably assume that doesn't happen. Maybe that's the issue. I just need to assume that doesn't exist, that things don't do that. Because like this is the only planet that's going to be shipping out like 30 rockets, I think, and only getting like 2 back. And this is the one that produces the capsules, so it gets most of them back. Because I can't justify an entire rocket filled with like 50,500 capsules on every planet. So a capsule refill station doesn't seem like a good idea. A cargo section refill station also is incredibly expensive. Can I justify 500? No, 500 divided by 20, right? Is how many rockets you can launch with a full cargo worth of rockets. Packed sections, that's only 20 rockets. Can I justify having 20 rockets just sitting there in a rocket on another planet? I feel feel like I probably shouldn't. Also, we need to figure out how to clear this. Because this is kind of not ideal. I guess we can just go under it, right? Let's change the directions. That way this doesn't interfere with anything. So that way I can keep my nice little straight line nice and straight for a little bit longer. We also need to hold the shift button, which I keep forgetting to do with Rails. Because I keep forgetting you can place the ghosts and not destroy things. Which is never something I've wanted to do. But that is the default behavior, and I don't know if it's fixable. It's probably not. Because it's not really broken, it's just not how I expect it to work. Because like normally, you know, if I'm placing something with a ghost, I'm holding shift. So I keep getting, I don't know if deceived is the right word. Tricked? That's probably not that much different than deceived. Okay, that should be fine. The light oil rocket is full, right? No? No, it's just backed up on the belt. Okay, that's fine. So we need to put another rocket right under here, which I think these recycles are done. So we'll just, we'll delete it. I think we've cleared the belt. We're being attacked again. Of course, why would we not be attacked? And then I guess we'll continue this pattern. Right here? Actually, I could probably even put this on the other side if I really wanted to. Yeah, okay. That'll let me put it a little closer, right? Okay, yeah, that helps. Oh my gosh. We're okay, we're okay. That was way too close for comfort, admittedly, but I think I'll be fine. I didn't like that. Okay, so this will be the rocket fuel rocket, I guess. Rocket fuel. And then what else do we need? A rocket part rocket. Yeah, they don't need to be even. I don't think that matters. Rocket part. Okay, packed rocket cargo sections. I can't justify this many parts. This might be one where I ship when it's like 10% full initially, and maybe we can decrease it later. Because the issue that I'm basically having, or the dilemma that I'm basically having, these don't actually need a belt here. Actually, I could have put them on this side. Because we can definitely double stack this rocket. Not like it matters that much. But yeah, the dilemma that I'm having right now is that when you ship a rocket, you get between like 20 to 100% of the parts back, which means you don't really need that many resupply rockets, right? You only occasionally need to get resupplies, especially since that number keeps going up. Right now, I'm at about like 60%, I think. I don't really know where to see the actual number. I think it's somewhere in here. No, I think it's in the Informatron. Steam power. No, where is it? Space elevators, cargo rockets. There we go. I get 56% recovery, which means I don't really need that many supplement rockets. Almost none, actually. Like if 2 rockets go into a planet and 1 comes out, I don't have to ship rocket parts, which makes it really hard to figure out how many rocket parts I need to ship. We might add a combinator here, because this should be pretty simple logic. Am I there? I'm not. But yeah, like this is a rocket that ideally just never gets used, but occasionally gets used for the planets that need to ship like a disproportionate amount of stuff, like Mordigan. Mordigian doesn't ship that much. Or Mordigian ships a lot out. I don't think it ships a lot in. We could also use a meteor. Ooh, a meteor defense rocket would be great. Right? Yeah, these are super useful. Especially if we start building it in orbit, that'll make it a whole lot easier to go to new planets. That's some beefing. Okay, that makes sense. Those started at the same time. Yeah, we could definitely use a meteor defense rocket. We'll just copy this. Actually, that's not the right one to copy. Oh well, not a huge deal. I can't wait until we start having light oil pressure issues because of this. But I think realistically, these rockets only launch like every 1 to 4 hours. Something like that. Oh, these aren't lined up. That's fine. 1, 2. We'll put this in between. There we go. You know, we probably could have just done this on each side and made it a little bit more dense. But I kind of like having the gap because it does allow me to load up resources a little bit more cleanly if I ever decide to supplement more resources. It'll be nice having these spaghetti gaps, which I guess isn't clean, but it's useful. Okay, so these should not have an output. There we go. You know, considering they shouldn't have an output, maybe I should... Let's see, that doesn't have an output now. Okay, let us actually make a blueprint again. Blueprint. This should tessellate perfectly. Not like we need to. I don't think I clicked save. I do not think I clicked save there. Nope. I clicked a series of buttons that canceled it. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, rocket expansion. This should be, in theory, an unnamed rocket. It is not. It still says that. Okay. We need to make sure it doesn't have a destination position in the blueprint, because I don't want to accidentally send 500 rocket parts to the petroleum barrel output, because that would be very hard to deal with. I will never use 20 rocket parts in space, I don't think. Space only ships one thing out, and it gets like 4 rockets in. No, it gets like 50 rockets in for every one it sends out. So it does not need supplemental parts, like, ever. How do these fill when you have any name? Maybe they don't start filling until they've selected a landing pad. Don't quite know how that works. But we'll finally be getting light oil into space sometime soon. Okay, so this is going to be meteor defense. I don't know how much meteor defense we're producing, but I imagine that it is... Imagine it's enough. So we can just send this all the way down. Well, that goes real far. Cool. We're almost near the edge of my base, so I need to fold this and send it back up. I guess we could snake it through. You know, realistically, I could expand this a lot with just snaking it. But I think we're going to run out of light oil at some point with that. Because I think we're already having fuel issues. Which makes sense. We have built like 10 rockets and we can only ever support 1 at a time. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but it is definitely something to consider. Also, I want this to be a stack inserter. That's not right. How do I get a stack filter inserter? I wonder if I should consider using my hotbar. Maybe trying to make different rows for different planets. That would be helpful. I think I'm just gonna see if I can strategically just take rocket fuel from here for supplying my my thruster suit. There we go. That's nice. Okay, so this will be, in theory, meteor defenses. At least that is the goal. Not net, meteor. Okay, so we need to start making a orbital defense, I guess, in every single planet. And I guess I haven't worried about umbrellas in a while, so I hope those are not something I'm concerned with anymore. Because I don't really see a great... I don't really see myself dealing with them. Let's see. Where is it? Is it under meteor defense? No, it's a separate one. Energy beams. TM, I guess. Yeah, see, like, we haven't I didn't realize that it could go to planets you haven't been to yet. I figured it was only going to generate around your planet because it started on Novice, but it has not hit a planet we've cared about yet. So like I thought it was going to be something we dealt with every 1 to 2 game days or real days, but no, it's not because it can hit any planet. At least I think that's how it works. Which means it's like 1 to 2 game days times like real days times like 20, because I haven't populated that many planets. Okay, so meteor defenses. I don't know how our production is on those. I imagine we're gonna struggle with batteries from that. Or circuits. Really? Okay. That is something we can work with. We do need a splitter though. And we need some undergrounds. We're gonna make some spaghetti. And then hopefully this works. I'm not sure if I want to sideload circuits up top, because these are fairly important, but I don't know how important. I want to say fairly important. Big electric, I feel like I use these for a lot of things. I think I need to prioritize where these circuits go. I don't know where they go, actually. Like, they're constantly not backed up, which means they're being completely consumed somewhere. I just have no idea where. Like, that's just a lot of chips that I can't track down. They could just be, it could be that they're being used for red chips. I could just be using way more red chips than I think I am. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's probably it. Especially if I'm still producing... Oh, wait, these get prod 3s. I'll just insert it. They'll drop on the ground, but that's fine. I think those are going to be a bit slow, but I think I'm more concerned with the cost there. And then, I mean, I guess I could put... Can I? I can't really fit a beacon. So these are actually going to take a very significant hit to production unless I beacon them. Which seems like a bad idea. Okay, we're going to beacon them. Yeah, I don't think I want to take that production hit just because I'm stubborn. I'll do a lot of things because I'm stubborn, but that doesn't seem worth it. Okay, so these top 4 are upgraded, so that means we need these 3, which I guess can use a blue underground, which I think we have. We might need to swap these though. Yeah, we'll need to swap them, but other than that, this works. Swap those around, put a beacon. And then this is just kind of like testing to make sure they actually fit right now. I do need to move the beacons a little bit. Okay. Or I need to actually put stuff in the beacons, which I think these are reasonable because they also decrease the power a bit. 1, 2, 3, power everything, and we're good to go. I don't actually know what exactly these transmit. 60% speed, minus 18% pollution. I don't know how much power decrease they transmit. Oh, 0. Okay, so this gives them extra speed without extra power. That's actually a good pairing. No, I like that. Assuming we're producing these, which we might not be. I would not be surprised. These are all right. These are more limited by green chips than anything. Okay. And then these weren't powered. So of course we're not getting meteor defenses. Yeah, why would we? We're going to be battery limited soon, I think. Well, these are a little bit backed up, right? Actually, no, they're not. They're not backed up at all. This one's backed up. But I think in theory we could do extra meteor defense. How much has it filled already? Because like these meteors last a while. This might be one where I actually set a green signal that lets it launch when it only has like 50 in it. Because this keeps other planets from being destroyed. And that sounds useful. But I do want to get these set up. So that means we need a cargo landing pad. 2 cargo landing pads for each orbit. One that can receive rocket fuel and one that can receive meteor defenses. And the only reason we need rocket fuel is so we can eventually send rockets back. So let's start requesting these. We need landing pads. Up to How many orbits do we have? I guess we don't really have that many, do we? I think we have Hera and we have Mordigian. We could, I could move the meteor defenses in Novice to orbit as well. That does waste rockets, and it only saves me like 120 megawatts. Okay, never mind. I don't think it's worth it. This one, I think this one has meteor defenses. Yeah, we just need a dedicated rocket for it, and that will be good. Okay, and then we need one return rocket for everyone we set up. So let's say we visit, let's get 10 and 5. Let's assume we do 5 orbits right now. That will be that's a good goal for the day. A very attainable goal. That isn't too extreme. Substation, we just need like one of them. We mostly need medium poles, I think. And we need either long inserters or fast inserters. Fast inserters will probably work. I don't think that we need to worry about a buffer chest. I think we can just fill the rockets directly. But yeah, we could do a buffer chest. We have steel chests. If I decide to do a buffer chest, that's easy enough to set up. And then we need meteor defenses. And I really wait, which is it? These two? Yeah, let's see if we can request 20. Wait, 20 is not that much. That's enough for like one planet. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. And then these will probably pick up when we go back into space. And then we also need a ton of scaffolds. So how large are these things? These are pretty large, right? 9 by 9. And these are also 9 by 9. So if we do 12, let's just round up. Let's just say we do, so it's 9 by 9. Let's say it's 100 tiles each, right? Times 15. That means we need 1,500 scaffolding. So let's say 2,000 scaffolding for each one. Yeah, I think it's ambitious for me to think I can do that many that many meteor defenses. Especially since we only need 2 planets with these defenses. Hey, look at that. Speaking of the energy thing, it just gave me a 2-minute warning? No, 2-hour warning. Wait, 2 game hours or 2 real hours? Now I'm curious. 2 real hours to prepare for Tiamagus orbit. So I think I'll be okay. Am I producing meteor defenses still? I don't think I am. So I guess I can duplicate this. Oh, oh yeah, I should have had like a tiled gap in between them. No, that would have worked great. There we go. We'll just, come on, bots. It's the one thing I didn't want you to do. There we go. There we go. Okay. Meteor defense. I really don't know if these are automated, but I can't imagine it'll go wrong if I do it a second one. But yeah, I mean, they're probably somewhere. Just, where could it possibly be? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's fine. We'll delete it, so that way it's with the other stuff. But it has like 30 defenses in it. I just heard our dog being scolded. I wonder what he got into. Okay, is this good? Life support canisters. Yeah, we need to figure out the life support. I don't think we've produced any in a while, but that's because we overproduced by like, yeah, 1,600. Which means we definitely don't need any for a while. Life support. I always want to request 100. I have a mod to help me manage logistics. I haven't really had to use it yet, but it sounds super useful. So maybe one day I'll figure that out. I think I need more filter inserters, but the reason I haven't used it is because I haven't figured out what all I need when I go to a new planet. So it's like one of those things where like, yeah, it is a bit useful, but because I keep constantly changing it, I don't really have a set pattern of what I want to bring to every new planet, and then everything ends up feeling wasted. But yeah, we need to go back into orbit. Hopefully there's, what the heck is this? Huh. That's not ideal. This is supposed to have logic on it. There we go. I guess I can start emptying it, right? Wait, how do I do this? This is actually a bit messier than I would have liked it to be. And this goes onto the wrong side of the belt, which actually does matter. Oh wait, no it's not. Never mind, it's on the correct side of the belt. Perfect. We got lucky there. Okay, I don't know why that just moved. And then this needs to be given a filter inserter to slowly remove all the cargo rocket sections. I don't know if it can remove the ones that are like already designed into the rocket, but if it does, it's not the end of the world. That's not working. I clicked the wrong one. There we go, that'll repack them. Yeah, I forgot to set the limit on this one, so it just kind of kept filling. It's funny because this rocket isn't even used, like at all. It serves no purpose. And it looks like this was connected through that wire. Okay, that explains why that moved. There we go. Okay. Why can I not take this out? Hello? Oh, maybe my inventory is full. Oh, I'm in satellite view. I accidentally bumped the wrong button. There we go. Okay, this will empty. It'll be done fast enough. It's not a big deal. But look how backed up this is. This is nice. Wait, where does this go? Oh, these are going to take forever to be used. Yikes. Yeah, this is that's not great. We might need to move these sections around, because this only gets sent to a single rocket and it doesn't have priority. That's fine. That's fine. If I realize I need one more rocket, I don't think there's going to be a situation where I'm desperate for 3 rockets worth of resources. I think we can just ignore it. Okay, so we have power poles, we have inserters, we have chests, we have landing pads, rocket silos, and a lot of meteor defense installations. And then we'll just send this rocket when we get there. This one should get a combinator as well. We won't set it up quite yet. But yeah, we'll have this send a green signal whenever it's like 50% full. Okay, and then we ride this to space. Novice orbit 1, perfect. It does waste a little bit of rocket capacity. Not a huge deal. Definitely not a huge deal. Because we need to, well, first we need to figure out where our spaceship is. If I had to guess, where is the star map? Okay, did we dock the spaceship? Yes, we did. Okay, cool. Because we need to ride this to a few different places. So we need some more solar panels. And solar panels never stop during the night, right? In space? I don't think they ever stop. Which means, well, I guess that just, yeah, I guess that means we're not on like a synchronous orbit. Does that mean we're launching to a different part in space every time? We'll just take all of them. We can't go wrong with more solar panels. We need them anyway. But yeah, I don't really know how much they'll do on each planet. So first things first, let's go to, I could look at the map. I could actually like plan out a path. Agni, we have abandoned that planet. What does turned off during daytime mean? I don't know what that means. Also, do I really need to build this in orbit? I don't think I need to repurpose what I already have. I think maybe I just need a new planet, and I should get it started. So what other planets do we need? Have I set any priorities recently? Maybe we should just go to a new planet and see if we like it. I do want to delete Kyone. I could use this time. I could just refresh this planet while I'm above it. Oh wait, actually, Can I fly to this planet, go down, send everything from this planet back into space? Is that something that's viable? I feel like it would be, right? And then I delete the planet. If I delete the planet, that doesn't delete the orbit, right? That's something I think I have to test. Space exploration. Delete backup. There we go. Except that sounds like an order to delete the backup. So hopefully, hopefully I realize what that means, and I don't just delete this. Maybe poor wording. Okay, let's go to Chion orbit. Oh, whoa! I've never looked at that during map view. It just like zaps. Okay, that's like 3 minutes away. But yeah, I feel like you can delete the surface and not mess with the orbit. But I don't know how. I don't know if you can actually do that. Because like I do want to completely clear this surface. I want to rebuild on this planet, and I want it to not be terrible, which means we can't have biters. And if we're not going to have biters, yeah, if I'm going to not have biters, I want to. Well, I want to use this planet. I want to make it bigger. I just can't expand right now with the biters, and I don't think they're worth dealing with. Because we are not handling meteors, which means biters are pretty much everywhere by now. And there's not a great way to clear them, at least not with our current technologies. I think there's something called like a plague bomb later that can like wipe out an entire planet. Can extinguish all life from a planet, may drop UPS as everything gradually dies. Yeah. So once we get this, I think it's fine, but that is Biotech 3, 4, which we don't even have Biotech 1. So I don't think that is a huge priority. It's still impressive though, like flamethrowers are fantastic. Like a single flamethrower is holding out against behemoths in this 2 wide wall. And we gave up on this planet like 40 hours ago. It's like I won't stop being impressed by it. Let's see. Are we still at orbit? Oh my gosh. Okay, since we're just doing a test, I'm actually gonna reload it anyway. I don't even know. That makes it go 3 times faster. That does that does that does mean you probably need to start working on some kind of UPS limits though. UPS stuff. We can only increase our base by like 3 times. I don't really know if that's a good estimate. Are we like completely out of power or something? Why does this keep going up? I feel like we're not getting closer. Where are we in the star map? Oh, can't be accessed in editor. I need to make sure I don't save this. Wow, this is a long trip. Where is Chion? Oh my gosh. I did not realize it was this far. Oh. Okay. I see now why somebody suggested making like your home base this planet, so that way when you like use spaceships and stuff, it's like right next to the edge. Because wow, this takes a long time to travel these orbits. Yeah, because I was here. Yeah, this is the worst. Oh wow. Is there a better planet? Maybe I can just find a better. Maybe I can just find a better cryonite planet at this rate. Like this one maybe? This one has threat. Right. Yeah, all of the other ones had threat. Right. That's why we went to this one even though we didn't like it. This one's a vital Melange planet. Biter meteor is waterless. We can work with both of those. Also, I think we can technically ship cryonite slush, which I'm pretty sure somebody told me it was cheap. Because you can ship that to get water or something like that? No. Yes, I think there's something you can do with cryonite slush to get water. Let's see, where is it? Water ice. Yeah, 1 cryonite slush and 100 water. So I can make water ice on this planet if I run out of stuff in orbit, in the asteroid belts. which sounds kind of useful. I don't need to worry about that too much yet, though. See, I'm assuming this has biters, a lot of biters. This planet has copper and coal. This planet kind of is not good. The only reason I would go here is so it's closer to orbit. I guess if I made it the space station, that would be reasonable. Okay, moment of truth. All of this wait was to see what happens. Oh, we should do this not in ×3 speed. There we go. Okay, so if I here delete backup 2, I wasn't going to make a second backup, but it took so long to get here. So what happens if I delete this planet? What do I need? Control left click? Try control left click to abandon surface. This will delete all entities. Why didn't that work? Why did that not work? What am I missing? Control left click. Oh, control shift left click to confirm. Okay, well this didn't mess myself up. So that's good. So then we try it again. We view surface. And it should be biter free now, right? Because we just erased the entire planet. And now as long as we as long as we set up the meteors beforehand, we're good. Biters can no longer reach this planet ever. I think sounds like a great plan. I don't know how good these solar panels work over here. Let's see. They are 443. So that is max power 50 solar panels per meteor defense. That's reasonable. We don't actually need that many though, because they don't need to charge all the time. But we need a minimum of 10. So we can do like 20 to 25 solar panels per, or we can use accumulators, but that doesn't sound necessary. Okay, so that is a sound plan. Let's load up delete backup, which, again, terrible name for that. I mean, if I had stopped right now, I would have probably just loaded this and be like, oh, okay. If I stop playing for a week, just immediately delete this on return. That seems like something I would do. Okay, we don't need that many solar panels. Also, does this overload the inventory? I don't actually know how storage works. I don't understand the ships at all. I slightly modified one of the corners of the starting ship, and that's about it. Because I don't know how it works. I also feel like you can make it aerodynamic. Don't know why. But I get the impression that that does something. But no real reason, because I feel like, unless you're like going through an asteroid and like a bunch of space dust, I don't know how much aerodynamics would really help. But yeah, I'm sure it does something. Then we need as much scaffold as we can carry, which hopefully, as long as my LDS production and stuff is working, we should have more than enough of that. Perfect. I might actually start outputting into 2 of them. So that way we can buffer more. Because now that we have the dedicated rockets, I feel like we can transfer larger amounts of LDS at a time and therefore have larger buffers of building components in space itself. I also think I need a couple pipes. Oh, do I have fuel refineries? I don't know if I have fuel refineries. We need to check. We might have one. We definitely don't have a lot. But we'll bring some splitters, we'll bring some undergrounds. Because realistically, we don't need a ton of belt where we're going. Looks like we finally cleared this patch over here, which is nice.
Tacos every day. Oh, tacos every day.
Ah! Hello. Sorry, I accidentally hit my water and was panicked it was going to spill. Then I realized it has a lid. Welcome, the dough. Thanks so much for the raid. Gotta love tacos every day. Were you doing 100%, I imagine? Oh. I'm trying to like walk southwest and I'm like caught in a loop. I do love tacos. Me too. I also love tacos every day. I don't I do it is a lie. I don't actually eat tacos every day. It's just what I aspire to do. But, you know, one can dream. One can dream of having a diet of entirely tacos. Lots of runs on an amazing pace, but just had too many errors and mistakes. So a typical speedrunning session, got it. I plan on doing a 100% run in the next couple months. I'm starting base design for it on Tuesday. It's this, but I'm actually going to be using blueprints this time. So yeah, it's going to be great. My goal is 16 hours. I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be not super speedrunny, but it is going to be as fast as I can. The first like 3 hours will be with the mouse and keyboard to get like GotLap and bots, and then I'll probably switch to a controller or like a mouse or like a Bluetooth keyboard so I can go in a more comfortable position for the rest of it. Because the last 16 hours are just going to be me pasting blueprints, you know, and waiting for like 5 hours for things to start because burner inserters are terrible. So I figured as long as I get most of the time stuff out of the way first, that should still get me a decent time. I get UPS limited though at about 3 to 4 million green chips per hour, which means the theoretical time for like the the second half of the run is like 8 hours is like the minimum there, which is not great. So that's why I'm expecting about 16. Like maybe 8 hours for the electronic circuits if I'm being ambitious, and then like 6 hours to launch probably to like set up my main base with burners. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I need to learn how to use glass brick stage mod. I have a lot of the base already made from my last blueprint list run though, and I don't remember what I'm looking for. Refineries. Fuel refinery. Yeah, we have 10. I just have no idea where they are. They're in this chest. Perfect. But yeah, I'll be theoretically, I think I could technically submit it if I do it in one recording session. I don't know if I would, but I'm definitely doing it in a way that could be submitted, technically, if I decide it would not be too memey to do so. Also, that bot's chasing me. Go away. Go away. I don't know what you have. Oh. I don't know what he's trying to do, actually. He clearly wants something. He's trying to, like, sell me a vacuum or something? I don't know. Wait, why did he bring this back to me? How did that work? Why did he take that and then bring it back? That's weird. But let's see. Where were we? We were looking for refuel refineries. Okay, we should be good. Should be good. It would definitely... yeah. If I could do it in one recording session without, like, accidentally closing OBS, it would be submittable. It would take me, like, 4 days to submit it. Because, let's see. Wait. Hold on. If I'm expecting 16 hours, right? I upload to YouTube at, like, 5 times the bitrate I stream at because, you know, it just takes 5 times as long. So that's like 80 hours, right? It would take me at least 80 hours to upload it. And I doubt it would be one stream sitting. I feel like I'll just stream the first half and then maybe the ending, which means it would take basically a week worth of uploading. Yeah, about a week worth of uploading. Because when I upload stuff to my VOD channel, I upload at half the rate I stream at, so that way my internet's more usable throughout the day. And yeah, it's great. Do not recommend having an upload speed of 2 to 3 Mbps peak. It's really low in this day and age. It's way too low for 2023. That's for sure. I think I have everything I need to start this. I'm currently, my goal right now is to dismantle this planet. So that's what we're trying to do. I'm going to go down, clear all the important resources from this, go back in orbit, and repeat. At least that's the idea. I don't know if it's worth it, but I don't want this planet to have biters. So we're just nuking it, and we're going to go set up defenses before biter meteors come back, which sounds a little bit cheaty. But it's something you can do, so we're going to do it. Because this keeps getting attacked. And it's all because I forgot to set up meteors fast enough when I first went there. And there's too many biters. It's not great. Did you say biter meteors? Yes, biter meteors. You heard me correctly. Um, in the SpaceX, you can go to planets that have, like, all planets have meteors that can, like, hit them, but certain planets, biters can be in them, which make little bases. So, like, this planet right here doesn't have any biter threat on it. Like, there's no natural bases, but if you don't set up meteor defenses in time, they can spawn from space. And I didn't do that because I didn't realize they would spread if that happened. I kind of just assumed they would hit and then attack. I didn't think they would make it their home, which is why this planet is now completely surrounded by biters. You can't really see it because I haven't explored, but yeah, there's a pretty dense biter population for a planet that doesn't have much defense. So I figured it's easier to just scrap it and start over at this rate. Because I can't justify sending like 20,000 more walls to protect it. I'm not sure I have everything I need to deal with this. I might need some more rocket fuel. I have the fuel refineries. We don't have a way to ship rockets off that planet. That's what's complicating things right now. I think we'll need to do a small oil refinery there and hope that I actually have an oil refinery there. I should probably check before I go. But yeah, we're basically just like recycling this planet if we can. Because it's not like it has a lot of stuff, but it has a fair amount. Let's see, do we have a rocket silo here? I can't tell. Let's see. I guess I could use the logistics packet. Wait, what's it called? Cargo. No, we do not have a cargo rocket silo. So yeah, we need to start turning rocket fuel into liquid rocket fuel. Do we have a refinery on this planet? Let's see. Fuel refinery. Where is it at? There we go. One of these should have liquid rocket fuel in it. I think this one, which if I place this fuel refinery in the right spot, I think will work. We also need a space for it. Water and stretching. Oh yeah, that's a great thing to do after a long run. Thanks so much for the raid. Hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll, hopefully I get this done by the end of the day. This is my goal, but it is a much larger goal than I thought. It just keeps keeps getting larger as I realize this planet's like 30 minutes away, so that will be fun. Wait, I should probably head there now and just hope that I have everything. Wait, hold on. SpaceX, delete Kion. I don't know if we can get back from Kion. I didn't check. Where's our backup? We have two backups. It's this one, right? So this planet, in theory, should not be deleted yet. And if I don't have, okay, my ion stream's still like 80% full. We're good. I wasn't sure if we could do a return trip because then we would be stranded and we would not have access to a spaceship for a really long time because I don't really know how to make them. So yeah, we're good though. We're good. I'm assuming we have all the resources, so I'm just gonna head over there. If we don't, we don't. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Let's see, where... Wait, do I need rocket sections? I think I need rocket sections more than anything. Let's see, do I have inventory space? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see the plan. I see the plan. Oh, wait. Yeah, we already sent these back. That's not enough to launch a rocket, is it? It seemed like such a great plan. I have another idea. We do need to send 2 rockets into orbit. So technically we can get everything we need in orbit. Or I can just accept that I'm only going to send 1 rocket worth of resources off of Kion. I think that's probably more realistic. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Let's go to Kion orbit. Launch. Engage. It's going to be flying for a while, so that gives us time to take care of the planet. Okay, there we go. So we need rocket fuel to be unpacked from here, which not a problem. We need 2 fuel refineries, which I think we have. I didn't actually double check, but I'm pretty sure we have them. Yes, we do. Okay, we at least have 1. If we don't have a second one, that's not the end of the world, but we do. Perfect. We also need some tanks. There we go. This should be enough to send a couple rockets to orbit. But if not, there we go. Because they still have to fill as well. Okay, then we give this a filter. I mean, we only have a set amount of rocket fuel, so I think we only have enough to... Yeah, I think we only have enough to ship off 1 rocket anyway. We do not have a cargo landing pad. We also don't need most of this stuff anymore, so it will be nice to send a lot of it back. Solar panels, I feel like solar panels aren't worth recovering. Honestly, most of this isn't worth recovering. I really just want... I really just want the stuff to immediately, like, repaste this base. I'm not necessarily saving resources on this adventure. Honestly, I probably can guarantee I'm not. It just seems like a fun little goal. And then how's the power supply? Okay, so these don't actually need a separate power anymore, so I could start tearing down this. I don't know if this water is important for anything else. I don't think it is. But yeah, we no longer need this. This was before we had nuclear power. So yeah, that's kind of useless, especially with how we're doing the meteor defenses now. Good. Hopefully we didn't delete anything critical. I don't think we have anything critical to delete. Also, this planet's getting deleted, so like if it dies, it dies. Like I don't think I need to stress too much about everything. It would also be a good idea for me to start like recovering beacons. Anything that won't make me get attacked, I think I can just delete right now. Like that seems reasonable. We'll be setting up a new one. Like I think we'll be setting up the entire base new from scratch. Because this base is not set up well. Even slightly. Which makes me think I don't need to worry too much about it. These are good. I do want to switch to a cryonite rocket, although those are kind of expensive. But I do want to switch to dedicated rockets for a lot of things. Mostly because I think rockets are a lot more fun than the delivery cannons. But delivery cannons for like uranium still seems fine. But who knows? Maybe rockets are a bad idea. I don't really know. Because the other alternative is I have a rocket that ships delivery cargo pods to other planets, which might be good. I have not done a cost analysis in any way, but these are expensive. But, you know, are they more expensive than a rocket? Probably not. Because let's see, these cost 1 per stack, which means 500 of these cheaper than a rocket? No, they have to be. Right? Is the only disadvantage of these power? Is there any reason for me to use a rocket here? I feel like there's not. Maybe speed? But no, rockets take me like 2 hours to launch. What benefit I guess less logic if you use rockets, surprisingly. Because that seems super cheap. Cables, LDS, explosives, and heat shielding. Maybe it's I guess it's because rockets have a recovery, like you recover some parts, that probably shifts the balance a lot. Like once I'm recovering 80% of the parts or something, then it's only like 1 LDS per rocket. But at the moment, yeah, I think these are technically cheaper. Okay, so we can just set up some delivery cannons, that's fine. Also, we have this glass, which I don't think we'll be able to recover. That's just a hunch, but I don't see us getting that back anytime soon, which makes sense. I don't see why I would. I do want cargo sections. Haven't quite figured out how we're going to get cargo sections, but I would like cargo sections. We're still flying. Yep. Okay. That gives us plenty of time to figure out Cayenne. This is incredibly far away. Fortunately, it's the farthest trip we have to make for a while. And then we'll stop. I think we'll probably stop by the Vitamelange planet while we're here, or Vitamalgi. I don't actually know what it's called. Vitamin juice. Vitamelange. Vitamaling? One of those two. We're going to stop by the green planet on the way back that only has biter meteors. Because I think that's our only option that we've explored. Let's see, vitamin. Did that actually find it? I don't know if that found it correctly. Okay, these two only have biter meteors. Where are these? Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Uh-oh, we need to trim this. Or delete it. Yeah, I didn't mean to leave this planet. Delete. Surface does not exist. Okay. If you generate it too early, biters can spawn. How do I tell? I don't know how to read these planets. Okay, so these are in... Oh, that's Agni. Okay, so this Vitamelange planet is waterless. This one has biter meteors and biters already on it. I think this one's completely empty. These ones are at 3%. What does 3% mean? 17% sounds like it actually has biters. I don't know what this 3% means. Oh, this is a pretty planet, though. Because, like, 3% could mean that there's no biters at all. It just has, like, stronger... it could just mean it has, like, stronger biter meteors. I also don't know where this planet is. Oh. Oh! Wait. That sounds expensive to go to. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. We're not going there. I don't think I feel like that's gonna cost an insane amount of rocket fuel to leave the star system. So that leaves me with this one, right? Is that the one that's next to me? Heinlein? Yeah. I guess yeah. I should have just been looking through this. I think that's the only Vitamelange planet, or Daisy. This one has a threat of 17, so that probably has just biters naturally on it. But it does have water, which is nice. But I also, really don't want to deal with biters. Yeah, okay. Just immediately see a behemoth spitter spawner. Yeah, we'll just nope out of that one. There we go. Okay, so this will be our priority. This is where we'll go after Cayenne, after we recover Cayenne. Where is Cayenne, actually? Okay. So we really don't need to recover most of this. I'm really just doing it because it sounds kind of fun. It's going to be incredibly wasteful. Let's see, what don't we need? Roboports are probably worth it. Power poles, maybe. Prod mods, miners. Honestly, like, rockets are pretty big. I could probably recover more than I'm letting on. I also don't need these anymore. So we're just gonna tear them all down. And hope that we don't need them. And hope that we're not passing water through them that we're using for other production facilities. Because I could see myself doing that. I could definitely see myself doing that. There's a good chance we did. We definitely passed power through there though, so let's put some more power poles and hope everything works out. Then we don't need the pumps to be on separate grids now that we have solar power. Also, now that we no longer have biters here, it's not the end of the world if this planet dies. Makes it a whole lot easier. Fuel processors we really don't need. Can you put? I could put nuclear fuel in there if I really wanted to. You need to plug my ears and hope stuff doesn't explode. Wait, why are things gonna explode? Do you know something I don't? What did I do wrong? Why is my base exploding? Okay, I think we're here. Perfect. Okay, we're at Chion orbit. Okay. There we go. Did I bring enough for this? I don't actually know. Probably not. Hello, bye-bye. Welcome, welcome. We're about to destroy a planet because I'm tired of it. And we've given up on it, and it's still alive. And honestly, I don't like that. I'm petty. It was supposed to die 50 hours ago, and then it just keeps like surviving. And now it just feels like it's gone on too long, and I just can't handle the stress. So it's just got to go. The initial nuclear planet. Yeah, that initial nuclear planet, the one that produces kyanite, it should not be alive. It has a 2 thick wall and a single flamethrower at every wall. And it's somehow still kicking. Which, it's just... it bothers me. It's not supposed to be. It was supposed to be forsaken, so then I could just, like, not feel like I wasted resources when I abandoned it. But guess that, is not meant to be. Okay, will this work? Yeah, that'll work. Because these will be the 2 rockets we ship. One of them is just rocket parts. And then I guess I could start buffering. I could do 1 chest. 1 chest of meteor defense ammo. Meteor defense. For the meaty, to defend against the meat. Okay, there we go. You obviously need denial harder. Yeah, I felt like I've been in denial about the planet's destruction just for so long, you know? I believed it would be destroyed, and it just hasn't. Like, what's the point of denial if things don't actually, like, fall apart? Or maybe it's because I did believe. Maybe faith-based building backfired on me. I was supposed to believe less. Because that's the only thing that keeps it working. Okay, will this work? Yeah, that'll work fine. Yeah, and then we can definitely just fit solar panels here. Although I wasn't considering the space requirement when I started doing this, but solar panels use up a lot of space. How powerful are these panels on the ship? The ship ones are not that great. The ship ones are... Well, they're up to... It changes where you go. I think they're like... I think these ones are about 10 to 15 times better. I didn't reach the mute button in time. But yeah, they're definitely more powerful. Wait, this doesn't work, does it? Oh, maybe. No, it doesn't. Okay. Cough button, yeah. That's exactly what it is. There's no other way to describe it. That's exactly how I use it. It's pretty much... Or if someone's at the door. But for the most part, it's just, oh, I coughed. That's why it exists. One day. I've used it a lot less than I have, though. I'm coughing significantly less often, which you haven't really heard because I do generally mute it like 95% of the time. But I think I finally found an allergy med that helps, which is great. And then it's going to change seasons, and then I'll have to find a different one probably. But that's okay. It's progress. Okay, one more. And then I think this is all I can really afford right now on this station, because I didn't bring that many scaffolds. Also, 12 so far hasn't been a problem. But this one does have biter meteors and no defenses, so if something does get through, we're doomed. So maybe I'll do an extra, just in case. And even an extra. Yeah, there we go. We'll be ultra careful. Because if this planet gets biter meteors again, and they actually make it through, I think we just abandon it and just never come back here ever again. Because like we're already pretty much abandoning it, but now we would be like really abandoning it. Okay, there we go. We need the solar panels, which technically we should have enough space for these, but practically speaking, well, okay. We have enough solar panels. I don't know if we have enough space, or if we have enough scaffolds. That's the real kicker. So we'll see. Well, this looks pretty cool. I do like the design of this. Imagine just abandoning the planet. Yeah, it seems a little bit wasteful, but we're not abandoning it. We're destroying it, so there can be nothing left behind. Is that better? I'm gonna say probably not, but maybe we could make an argument that it's a little bit better. Yeah, let's go with that. Maybe a little bit better. Probably not. Maybe a lot worse. Might be a better descriptor. Why does this... How are these lined up? Oh, because the pattern isn't even, because it's like a 3 going into a 4. So it does have a pattern, it's just not... They're just not perfectly in line. The staggering changes. Yeah. If it's biter infested, the destruction of planet is justifiable. See, that's exactly what I needed to hear. I needed to know that my justification is justified, or my reasoning is justified. And I mean, this one's a little bit less cruel than like the in-game way of doing it, right? Because the other alternative is a plague. And I would say that just like destroying the planet entirely is a little bit better than a plague. Maybe not a lot, but definitely a little bit. Meteor defense ammo. Meteors, there we go. Oh man, I deleted the icon. Not like it really matters, but I want the icon. Yeah. If it's rebel infested, it's perfectly acceptable to point my Death Star at the planet. Okay, when you compare it to that, it definitely doesn't sound as justified. Because I feel like not many people go around defending the Empire. But I'm sure it's a non-zero amount of people. Do you think this is solid enough for me to test this? The Death Stare, yeah. I just rolled with it, okay? Seemed reasonable. There we go. Okay, I like that. I like that all right. This is enough defense. We're obviously not powered. We're actually pretty close. We need a minimum of 16 times 5. Right? Yeah, no, we're not close at all. Is it nighttime? I was gonna say we need a maximum of 16 times 5 because we're close. But yeah, we need 80 megawatts to maintain this, which is actually a lot. Yeah, we might have needed more scaffold. I was not considering the power requirements when or I was not considering the space requirements when I was trying to figure out how many solar panels I needed to bring. I brought enough solar panels. I just, yeah, space is important. I could cut down some of the defenses and make a second trip. The only problem is this trip is incredibly far. So I don't know how viable that really is. Does this work? Does that tessellate? Yes, okay. Also, I might be able to use bots for this. We'll see. We'll see if I actually brought them. Perfect, I did. That's a first. Well, maybe not a first, but we don't bring them that often. So it's definitely a close second. There we go, and then we'll actually try to attach it up here if we can. There we go. How's that? 50 megawatts. Wait, how did I get 50 megawatts from this? Did I really add that many more solar panels? Probably. But it's a little bit surprising. I thought we were still super short. Okay, so we might have barely brought enough scaffold, but I can safely say I did not bring enough for the next planet. So don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I might ship scaffold if I can, because the problem right now is that this is very, very far from anything. Like, really far. It's like a 15-minute trip, which is a little bit bad. Yeah, okay, that's not enough. You think some panels were disconnected? Well, these ones weren't connected until the very end, so I think I just miscounted. Yeah, I think there's just more in here than I thought there were. But yeah, it's possible we just did a connection as well. Well, the top ones aren't powered at all. I know that much, but I don't know how to... I need to get more scaffold before I can fix that one. Which technically we have, but also not really. So I might just... This is 70 megawatts. This is almost enough. This is actually all... This is very close to enough. Yeah, we'll see if we can make this work. These are actually... You know, I think half utilizing a substation will be better, because I'm really needing the space right now. There we go. There we go. My voice just completely dropped on me. Too much use of the cough button, I guess. Okay, 76. That is so close. That is 4 megawatts off of the minimum. The minimum is a terrible goal, but it is only 4 megawatts off the minimum, which is really sad. But if we just cut like, because I put like 16, right? So if we just cut these 4, they will start charging, because now we're 15 megawatts over. We just have to hope we don't get attacked. Accumulators, they didn't seem very useful, because I only have tier 1 accumulators, and solar panels run constantly in space. I think they might drop down to half at some point. But accumulators would only help with burst charging, which I don't think I necessarily needed. So that's why I left them out. Don't know if it was a good idea, but I figured it would be all right to just skip them. And now since we don't have any power, it doesn't matter. Perfect. Just what I planned for. Running out of space. I mean, I guess for now I could do this, right? It's at least gives me something to help with the charging. Like if we're not gonna be able to charge, I might as well charge whatever I have a little bit faster, like 10% faster. Okay, and this gives us plenty of time to go take care of Kion. Okay, so how do I get scaffold here? We have a couple options. We could send this back and start requesting it in one of the buffer chests. Of course, we are then stranded for like half an hour, but it does work. We also I did not bring a space capsule. So we'll actually need to request meteor ammo before we can do anything anyway. So yeah, we're kind of just stuck here. Uh, let's see. Where do we need to go? I could ride this back. Or we could, let's see, what do we need? Do we need anything here? Yeah, we definitely need storage chests. We don't have space for those, do we? Oh, okay, we have a little bit of space. We have a little bit of space. This is, I think this is supposed to be rocket fuel. Which I don't know if we've set up the rocket fuel rocket. And then this is supposed to be meteor ammo. So that way failed launches do eventually make it back to the rockets. Which means we do need roboports. That's going to increase the power requirement. Yeah, I forgot about roboports. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I thought this was going to be a lot easier. And I guess this isn't difficult. We just should have brought 10,000 scaffold instead of 5,000. But the whole point of all of this is to get biter meteors taken care of before we head down to the planet, which sounds fantastic. I'm not sure which I should set up right now. I think we send the ship back and wait. Yeah, I think we clear the ship of stuff we can use for building right now. Also rocket fuel. We don't need all these meteor defenses. So yeah, I say we send this back. And then if things get real bad, we can just spawn warp. But we can send ourselves a new capsule. That's fine. So this needs to go to novice orbit. It's going to be flying for like 10 years. Okay. None of these are connected to power. Or at least those aren't connected to power. Okay, that's fine then. I'm pretty sure we took all the important stuff. I sure hope I did. Didn't really double check that. Because this is supposed to be rocket fuel. Which means these should be capsules and parts, right? Yeah. Capsules and rocket parts. Okay, so this is my plan to get off this planet. I like how I'm stuck, stranded above a planet that I don't need to be in. And I have 8 hours of life support. Yeah, this was well thought out. Also, okay, I have bots, so I can mine scaffold. Good. I thought I missed something there and was like, oh my gosh, I can't build a spot for an escape rocket. Okay, so we definitely need a roboport. Which is gonna cause some power issues, but that's fine. I don't really know, when a rocket crashes, I don't know how close it lands to the intended destination. I imagine it's close enough that it's not a huge deal. Like, I think it probably is, I would say it probably will land within a roboport away. So I don't think I need to stress over roboport coverage too bad. Although they do need robots. Can I give them some? I can give them like 20. I guess that's something. Okay, and then can't I see if I just remove all the tiles from them? Can I just recover, is it space platform, scaffold? There we go. We can remove all the gaps here, which shouldn't matter, but it does because I brought so little. Yeah, we're just gonna clear everything. There we go. That gives me 400 scaffold to work with, which is a fair amount when I'm this low. Because we need to be able to fit at least a chest here. But ideally more. Okay, and then these don't have storage, so let's put this. I guess we can just put a warehouse wherever, or a strongbox, and hope that it's fine. There we go. Now bots have somewhere to deliver to. There we go. Okay. Now we need to request a delivery of meteor defenses, which is this one. That's a lot. Sure hope that's all right. Okay. Meteor defenses. Meteor defense ammo. I like how I had the icon. I really wish these were alphabetized, but this will work. Launch disabled. It has not been getting any rocket fuel? Oh, I lined it up incorrectly. Well, that's fine. And then this one we can launch. We just set a green signal as the output. We need to send a green signal anytime F, I think, is above 100. Because I don't think it's that important that we send more than, what is this, 22,000? Yeah, we don't need to send 2,000 ammo to every planet. Honestly, there might be a better way to deliver this stuff than rockets. Yeah, there probably is, right? How else can I deliver it? What if I do local production? Because I feel like this is doing this just to send meteor defense ammo. That's setting up like a 3 rocket chain, right? Because I have to have an I have to have a recycling thing too. Okay, I don't think rockets is good for this. Let's disable this. Let's remove that. Actually, let's just disconnect it just in case I decide to use it. Oh no. It's really close to sending, so I need to be careful. There we go. Yeah, I don't think a rocket here is good. Because what that means is I'm going to be sending a rocket to the orbits, and then I'll be sending rocket parts back. And I also have to send fuel. All to what? Send up to 500 stacks of meteor defenses? Yeah, that is unnecessary. So instead, I can send cargo pods filled with rockets, right? How can I tell what I can pack? How can I see the different types of cargo pads? See, is this attached to anything? I don't think this does anything. We can set it. Well, actually, no. They're all on. This one isn't on. Okay, we'll just remove this one. Okay, I'm assuming we can't just directly send it, but can we send batteries? We can't send batteries? That kind of defeats the purpose, huh? Meteor defense installation. Batteries, circuits, and steel. We can send steel. We could send barreled sulfuric and make batteries locally. That's not a terrible option. Right? Can we barrel sulfuric? Yes. Okay, sulfuric acid barrel. 10 barrels. That'll give us 10 steel back. So every barrel of sulfur will give us 1 meteor defense without having to worry about shipping any steel. Don't really know the sulfur ratio, but I think that'll work out as long as we prioritize the steel, because it's probably like 1 barrel of steel gives you multiple batteries, right? Where's the batteries? Ooh. So that's 5 batteries per barrel, which means I'll be sending 20 steel or 2 steel. Yeah, that's actually reasonable. Okay. Yeah, that's good. As long as it needs less than 10 steel per battery, or less than 1 steel per battery, we're good. And it's like 2 steel per 10 batteries, which means we can recycle everything from the barrels into the ammo itself. We can ship iron, copper, sulfur. If we really wanted to, we can just ship iron. That's not a terrible idea. Just to simplify the logic. Actually, no, there's no reason to do that. Yeah, we'll just get a delivery cannon chest, which we should have one in that one once it gets here. Yeah, we're kind of stranded. Yeah, this was a mistake. We messed up. What else can I do? I can request a rocket, and that rocket will give me a capsule, which I can use to land on the surface beneath me. But that doesn't really fix anything. It's just a temporary solution. But yeah, we don't We definitely don't need these. We could keep one landing pad just for like delivering building stuff. Because shipping scaffold between planets sounds like a much better plan than what I just did, which is spend like 20 minutes waiting for this ship to make the return trip, and it's still going. It's about, I'd say it's about 3/4 of the way there. See, where's Kion? Maybe there's something else I can do on this planet. Just stranded in space. Didn't bring my space capsule. If I can get a space capsule, that will save me in like 15 minutes, right? I guess I could go set that up now. Yeah, let's set that up now. I give it the request it needs. View surface. We need capsules. We're going to try to request like 3, which I think we're going to have to steal from a rocket, which is a bit awkward, but that's fine. Then we also need scaffold. Like 4,000 scaffold. We're going to copy this over here, and it's going to keep filling. Hopefully. I hope they don't just pass them between the two of them. Haven't really used those in a while. Normally we just grab stuff as needed, but this should be fine. It would be weird if a buffer chest can take from a buffer chest, right? Yeah, they'll balance themselves out. Once they both reach 4,000, it'll be okay. And they'll stop juggling. If that is even a possibility. These are working really well. It's crazy how these only fit like 6,000 barrels for 5,000 barrels in them. Just an entire rocket. I mean, I guess it's an entire rocket filled with liquid. That's not a recipe for efficiency. Okay, this will work. Wait, why does this empty? What is this launching on? Is something giving it a green signal? Oh wait, we manually took the rocket parts out of it. Right, I was worried there for a bit. And thought we accidentally launched a rocket with like 8 parts in it. Which would be a little bad. See, these are missing significant data again. And now it's short on glass. Cool. Why is the glass rocket not working? We have a glass rocket. Did we not set it up? Okay, it's almost sent. Cool. This rocket is becoming less and less useful, which is honestly terrible because this still has some critical things in it, which are now never being sent up. Hopefully not a big problem. But yeah, once this rocket full of glass gets sent up, I think everything is gotta be looking up. So we need an array of rocket launchers. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one more thing. Batteries, steel, circuits. Wait, what do circuits take in this mod? They don't take iron, do they? Is this worth it? Okay, so my options are... No, that seems worth it. Because these aren't going to be activating that often. Yeah, okay. I'm just like looking at it, and this is 5 delivery cannons for every single orbit, but it's either that or 3 entire rockets. Which, when you put it that way, it makes it seem much less crazy. Although I do like the idea of being able to copy and paste things. So like this has the advantage of it's the same on every planet. So I go to a new planet, I paste this in orbit, I actually bring enough scaffold and everything's good. And realistically, these rockets aren't moving that off frequently, so maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't matter. Is anyone else who's set up orbit defenses like this have any suggestions? Rockets or rocket? What are they called? Cargo cannons, delivery cannons. Yeah, if the choice is between 5 delivery cannons or 1 rocket loop, I guess are the 2 choices. They both seem very viable. Both above my pay both above my pay grade. Let's see, is this has this arrived? Yes, it has. Good. Anchor to novice orbit. Okay, this will start filling. And this will be our escape because we've been stuck on this planet for way too long. And all this is for this is so much work for a planet that I don't even want. I mean, I guess regardless of what I do, I probably want to send this right now to the new planet before anything gets bad. Which I don't remember. Oh, if I left the name. Okay, we did. Yeah, so I guess regardless of what happens, this is not... We do want this shipped, so we're just going to launch it. And it's definitely going to miss, which would be great before we have any parts. But no, it's pretty unlikely that it misses. I really hope that's the only landing pad with this name. Rocket inbound. Okay, it is. We're good. We're good. These are still charging, so we have to really hope we don't get attacked anytime soon. Or the other ones. Oh, wow. It's doing okay. It's moving fast enough. Once the charge is back, I think things will be fine. Yeah, once these are fully charged, I think they'll like recharge faster. It's just right now we're in this awkward spot of it not working very well. I don't know how much scaffold we have in the network. Not enough. Not enough at all. Has it been producing this whole time? Yeah, that's unfortunate. What's it limited by? Oh my gosh, is it build speed limited? Whoa. That is unexpected. Although, if we do add speed modules, it'll probably be limited by other things pretty quickly. But it'll be nice to have a slight improvement. Because I think this is our big bottleneck right now. Oh, this should double its speed. Let's see if we can get a better speed module in there. Nah, we only have speed ones. I could put a beacon if I really wanted it to work fast. Because a beacon would make it an extra like 80% faster. So that would be like 3 times faster than my old speed. I think we'll run out of LDS before too long if we make it too fast. But yeah, we're kind of stranded here. Let's go back. Let's see, where does this go? Okay, so this needs to go down to Kion. Needs 40 fuel. And then I don't know if we need a return trip back. Let's see. Where's Kion? Do we still have a capsule down here? I think we possibly can return... We could ride a rocket back. We could ride a rocket back. Or you can spin... Yeah, we'll ride a rocket back. If we have a rocket to ride, which we might not. I don't think we have enough cargo parts for it. Right, that's the other thing. We don't have cargo parts. How am I planning to get back? Oh, I was gonna send one shipment of rocket parts. I think this is really just a can I do it situation at this point. I think it stopped being a good idea a long time ago. Immediately actually. But I was really curious if I can make it work. Okay, space platform scaffold, that's good. I actually want this to be a full-size warehouse. Space platform, we'll leave some cargo pads, we'll leave a silo. Just in case I need to expand it, 2 silos, some solar panels, power poles, substations. Those are always good to have. And then the rest of the meteor defenses for fixing itself up. Then I guess we can leave rocket fuel, although I don't think it really does anything. Okay, and then I don't need these belts. Or inserters, filters, steel chest, passive providers. We'll give it a little bit of junk to deal with things. And then these are things we can ship back to Novice if we want, or we could just leave them up here. We could leave them up in a passive provider. Just in case, and we can like send them over to our other rocket. Yeah, okay, we can just send these over to the other rocket. that'll work. Roboport, those are fine. Because there is a chance we'll be coming back up and we'll be leaving most of our stuff behind if we can't manage to launch a rocket. So I really want to minimize what I leave behind in that instance. Okay, go back down to Kion, which I don't know if we have a landing pad down here, so hopefully we land in a favorable spot. Okay, that seems all right. Am I like locally producing ammo here? I feel like this is super sustainable. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I feel like this planet's super sustainable, but if it's not locally producing ammo, it's not sustainable. Where did that land? Wait. I think I accidentally control clicked. Because I don't know. Yeah, I accidentally control clicked. Whoops, we needed that silo. Thought something was a bit off there. We also need some more rocket fuel. There we go. Let's save this time. Space X pre-destruction. Pre-Death Star. There we go. That's a perfect name for it. Okay, we have the silo this time. Literally the one thing that we need. And then let's see if we can ship off this planet. There is a chance we can't. There's a chance all of this is for nothing. We're gonna have to send rocket parts regardless. Well, let's see. What does it cost to fill this with fuel to send back to the main planet? That's what it's all about. Let's see. Novice. Any landing pad, I guess, would work. 94,000 fuel. That's a lot. What about Novice Orbit? 93,000 fuel. Okay. Technically, we don't have enough rocket fuel for this. But we could send a rocket. Yeah. This is very much just a matter of can we do it at this point. Let's see. We don't need. If we use a warehouse and then replace it again, that sorts the inventory a little bit, so it makes it easier to sort through. Substations, medium poles. Yeah, we don't really need medium poles. Pump jacks. Basically, we're just going to be sending a rocket to Novice and then sending it right back. Which means we could also, if that's the only purpose, we might as well just send it to orbit. What if we go to, what is this planet called? Kion? How much does it cost to go to Kion orbit? Oh, that's way cheaper. Well, that's way cheaper. Yeah, so then we can take pretty much everything. The only thing we don't really need are parts for this thing, but that's fine. I think I'm just gonna blueprint this whole planet. If I can figure out how. Actually, am I? Nah, I think the fun will be rebuilding this planet and making it better. The only thing that I think I might want to redo is... Nope, this isn't good. Yeah, I was gonna say the delivery pods, but nope. Those are not worth redoing. Because a lot of this mess was because we had to worry about the space due to the walls. And that's the only reason we had any of this spaghetti. So yeah, we can just completely abandon it. And it won't be a big deal. So we do need cargo sections. What else do we need? Actually, do we have enough cargo sections? I want to say no, but I feel like we're close. Unpacking. There we go. That'll start unpacking them. I think we only need to request a little bit. Okay, roboports we definitely don't need. Burner generators. Splitters. Yeah. Okay, let's see how much we can fit in this rocket. That's the fun part. Roboports, we don't need. Construction bots, we definitely don't need. Rocket fuel, we're going to leave the rocket fuel here. Rocket fuel will be used to get us off this planet, which sounds important. Yeah, we don't have anywhere near the required cargo sections. Which is weird, because we shipped a rocket to this planet, and we've never shipped a rocket off. I wonder if I just brought the cargo sections back with an emergency burn? Because, like, I can't for the life of me figure out why they're gone. Also, boilers seem kind of useless. They're so cheap. Why do I even have boilers? Oh, did I have a regular... Oh, I had a regular power plant at one point. That will be worth it for getting started. Productivity module, super cheap. Big drills, not so cheap. These are not really worth it. What else? Concrete. A lot of the stuff in here we just had for, like, handcrafting some things. Explosives. If we have the space, they'll be, like, the first thing dropped, but I don't think we really need them. Also, let's give this... Actually, let's not give it the space capsule. We might need it in case we decide against all of this. This doesn't have anything of much value in it anymore, so that's good. And then I could... Oh, wow. This has a lot in it. Yeah, this is not worth it. This is my attempt to feel like I'm recovering a planet when I really shouldn't be recovering the planet at all. It makes me feel a little bit better and less wasteful. And boy, is it not a good idea. Because the amount of time we've spent and the amount of rockets parts we'll be wasting is so low. But that's okay. Because now I know. Never do this again. Unless the planet has like 50,000 like uranium-235 in it for some reason. Which even then wouldn't be worth doing all of this. Because why would I do that when you can just ship the stuff off? You know, use a what are they called? Use some delivery cannons and shoot them off the planet. But like this is full halfway. I think we can cut a lot more than I am though. Let's see, stack inserters, laser turrets. Laser turrets are expensive, but we don't really need them. But I guess we might as well recover them. I really wish there was a way to sort the inventory. Like we can compress it, but it doesn't really sort it. So maybe if I just work backwards. I don't really need any of these defenses or anything. Stack inserters are good. A lot of stuff here is cheap, but it's more of a matter of I don't want to have to build it or ship it again. So I'm just kind of keeping it. Even if it's like cheap to replace this belt, I don't want to have to replace it when I can just send it in a rocket and then send it back. At least that's the idea. Did I really just put coal in this? I'm trying to like fill a rocket with important things and I put coal. Yeah, that was a smart decision. Coal, wood, water ice, concrete. Concrete's really cheap. We don't need concrete like ever. Radar is meteor. Why do I have 9 meteor cannon? Why do I have 9 of these on this planet? That was a weird choice. And then gun turrets I definitely don't need. I have no idea why I have them in the first place. Processed fuel, okay. Everything else here is fairly inexpensive. So I think this is most of what I need to recover, wanted to recover. So now, let's check on this one. What's it up to? It's up to 4,000. That is enough. That's enough to bring this back. This should hopefully have a capsule in it as well. Good. Okay, so we can send this back to Chion orbit. It's going to take a while. Launch. Engage. Okay. So now I can start dismantling critical systems. I'll also replace this with a passive provider. Maybe change the storage just over here so it's easier to work with and start deleting things that are, I guess, not really pricey, but that I don't have many of, like these machines. These are definitely not critical, so we can recover all of them. We don't need the recycler anymore. Steel is kind of cheap. We can just leave it. Most of these inserters we can just leave. I don't think it's worth trying to save this glass, is it? How expensive is glass? If I could get more light oil. Like I could send rocket parts and then recover the glass. I don't think the glass is worth like 4 rockets. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. Ooh, that's actually worth it. We need that to restart the restart the recycling. Also, we don't need this, so we're just gonna change this to a chest buffer, because that's not that expensive. We definitely don't need Cofrex here anymore, because we're about to abandon it. We'll leave it with like 30. That should be fine. We're gonna copy this recipe. And actually, yeah, we'll just fix it when we get back. Okay, that should be everything we need there. Get rid of these. These tanks are good. We don't really need this scrap. Also, this almost stalled. I don't know if that would be a bad thing, but it did almost stall. But yeah, I think that's... I don't think anything over here is critical. Probably don't want to delete this belt. Probably don't want the belt. At least not the belt with stuff on it. Okay, roboports. Roboports aren't that big of a deal. The only reason we needed this many roboports is because we had to make the base super sprawling, and we needed to make sure roboports covered every single tile because of biters. Since that is not a concern, I think that simplifies things a lot. At least I hope it simplifies things a lot. We need a fuel cell. I can't really cut the nuclear reactor, but I could cut that right before I leave the planet. I don't think that's worth it, because we do still have 2 nuclears. I could drop it down to 1, which might survive, but it could also die, which maybe not a risk I should take. We can definitely recover the drills. Just wait until I like realize this is not worth it and give up on trying to save the planet and just leave it for good. See how long it can survive whenever it's 5% of a planet. Okay, how do we get rocket parts over here? We could send like 1 rocket. Not a bad idea. Like 1 rocket part rocket. We could even put light oil in it if we really wanted. Because this needs to go to orbit. And if I'm sending a rocket to go to orbit, we might as well bring some light oil. How much would that take? Rocket fuel. Refineries, I don't think I have a ton of those. I don't think we need this anymore. I think that was for locally produced explosives. I just hope a lot of these aren't actually critical. I'm just kind of making the assumption that they're not. Because most of our stuff comes from nuclear fuel. And we have enough to last us pretty much until this whole project is done. At least that's the idea. We can't cut these until we are fully situated in space above it. We did leave them with 20 roboports, so hopefully there's enough roboport stuff in space for us to do that. Do I just yeah, hopefully we left enough roboports up in space to fix it without actually having to head there. I could do a custom rocket. Let's see, what do we need? I want to recover the glass if I can, because otherwise it's just wasted. That means we need 2 full rockets for all the glass, plus, so 2 full rockets, that is 150 rocket parts with the recovery. Actually, no, only 100 extra rocket parts with cargo rocket parts with the recovery. Everything else we can send back into orbit or back into those machines, so it's not a big deal if we send excess. And then light oil, we need like 900 per launch. No, it's something crazy high, right? Yeah, I think we just put some fuel refineries and make that locally. Because we definitely can, right? We have petroleum. I'm so much farther into the pack than I've ever gone. I don't feel far at all. I only play like a few hours a week, and every time I spend like half the time trying to remember exactly what I was doing, because I am very much a spaghetti-based kind of person. Which means if you ever need to fix something and you're like, haven't played in a week, you spend like half your time tracking it down, which is really fun, but it makes the progress incredibly slow. So yeah, that's I wouldn't say that's been a mistake, but it's definitely been an experience. Oh, you're rebuilding the spaghetti? Yeah. I rebuild. It's good to rebuild the spaghetti, but it must become more spaghetti. That's what I've learned. Just keep building more spaghetti. Replace your spaghetti with worse spaghetti. Or cleaner spaghetti, but more of it. It seems to be working all right. Maybe a little bit flawed, but overall not bad. Then I think we need another silo. Didn't I have another silo? Yes, I did have another silo. Wait, can they pass rocket fuel between the two of them? Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah. Oh, wait. That didn't even occur to me. I can be using... If I set these up properly, if I didn't have a gap, I could have attached rocket fuel to a single spot. That would have been great. It would have been so nice for pressure. I can redesign it. It's gonna waste like 5,000 stacks of resources for a while, but yeah, that'll be an easy fix. It'll also make it more compact. The downside is I no longer have spaghetti space, so maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe it would be better for me to just put a pump in between. Because then I can get rid of this, which I really like. I would like to not have this. Pressure will probably be better. Yeah, we could do a pump. Or I could just not worry about it. Lots of options. Oh, that was weird. My mouse just dropped in sensitivity. For some reason, my DPI switch works out. You have 22 hours to prepare for a solar flare, so you're looking forward to that? Fortunately, that's plenty of time. Somebody warned me about it like a day in advance as well. Otherwise, I never would have noticed, and then it would have, I don't know what it does, but I imagine would have destroyed a lot of stuff. Because I definitely did not read through the Informatron very well. But 24 hours seems to be plenty of time to deal with one. And I haven't had to deal with one since, which has been good. Has my planet, has it arrived yet? I don't know if it's arrived. Let's use the star view. Nope. We're kind of stranded on this planet right now. I kind of sent my ship away, which is not great, and didn't bring enough parts to get off this planet. So that's the situation I'm in right now. Reading the docs is... Yeah, who reads the docs? You just I mean, that goes for everything, right? Building shells, building things. You just try it and hope it works. Faith-based building applies for everything. You're currently researching the tech to make umbrellas. I believe you can get it in 22 hours. You got this. This is messy. Oh gosh, now it's messier. That's not what that was supposed to do. Uranium, this is junk. This is junk. Yeah, also right now I'm kind of like hand moving things because we're about to destroy this planet like permanently and then replace it with a new one that doesn't get attacked by biters. Which sounds so nice. I should have just left the planet. There is nothing here worth keeping. But now that I'm committed, I'm stuck with it. So we need a glass landing pad. I could put it here. We could do a glass landing pad here. The only problem is I don't know if I name it glass. I'm not sure if it will launch from here to there. Can you launch? Does anyone know? Can you launch on the same planet? Because I would like them to both be named glass, but I guess that's not. It's just a temporary thing. Maybe I should just give it a random name and not risk it. But I am curious if we can launch a rocket from here to here.
Beef taco, beef taco.
Oh, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, we do. I've been doing space exploration on the weekends, and then I do meme runs on Mondays, which are fun. lots of really dumb things. Like we just finished up the placeable off-grid mod, which was great. We'll be doing no pipes, I think, this Monday. Which I'm also forbidding pumps and storage tanks, which will be fun. I think it'll be weird. It will be like the good old days of Factorio, when you don't know how to deal with the advanced fluids and you just turn them into solid fuel. There's going to be a whole lot of that. Yes, you can. Okay, so don't name it that. Glass temporary. That doesn't say glass. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Let's put a warehouse. Warehouse. And some stack inserters. There we go. That looks fine. This is just a temporary solution to not waste like 80,000 glass, which probably low priority. But, you know, it'll be nice not to waste it. Okay, now we actually need to transfer all the glass. We have a couple options, and I think we're gonna go with the manual way. Because it's a lot of glass, and I'm pretty sure it's only like, what, 10 trips? 5 trips? Yeah, we're just gonna do 5 trips. That sounds way easier. Also, if I set something up, well, we'll be here a while, right? Maybe it's not too bad. Yeah, never mind. I was trying to like contemplate, trying to justify not doing this, but I can't. It's very easy to do 5 trips. Yep. 30 seconds. It would have taken like 5 minutes for bots to build something. Okay, so what do we need to get off the planet? What's next? We need light oil, which we can send via cargo drops instead of another rocket, but we also need rocket parts. So if we need rocket parts, those can only be sent via rocket. Which, not because they're called rocket parts, but it is true. Okay. I guess we'll leave those there. Actually, I should have had another warehouse here. That can start filling it. Okay, so this is very full. We're out of light oil, solid fuel, so that's fine. I don't know where I sent it. Okay, how do we get off this planet? What are our options? Let's see. How's this orbit one going? That would be. Oh wait, it should be in orbit now, right? Oh wait, no, it's above orbit. View surface. There we go. Anchor. Perfect. Okay, please have. What? Right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Did I take all of? Okay, good. I was smart enough to actually leave resources. Good. Now we can delete these. And then I guess we can just copy this. Oh wait, we can't copy it quite yet. Because we need to place the scaffold. Okay, these will be building for quite a while. And also we lost like 20% of our power while I did this, which is probably a bit of a mistake, but that's fine. This has more than enough ammo to last like till the end of time. See, are these lined up? Does it matter? Probably not. I don't think I've ever cared about lining things up. There's something there that's blocking. I don't know what. Oh, I think maybe scaffold. Oh yeah, there's a hole. I mean, I guess I can just paste it. So that way they start building. Yeah, we didn't bring that many bots. We brought... Oh! Oh, that means we stole 200 bots from the other base. We keep doing that. We need to figure out a solution. I think we need to dock... I think we need to start docking this outside of Roboport range. Or maybe have an inserter steal from it. Or maybe we just bring so many bots that it doesn't matter that we keep stealing them. I don't know. There's lots of options. It's just... Haven't done any of them yet, so we keep stealing bots from our space station, and that's not the greatest because we don't have that many in the space station. Okay, but yeah, we can probably afford to ship this back. Okay, so we'll be sending 2 rockets back home. So I think 1 rocket with like 100 cargo sections in it should work. Is that this one? Okay, we could send this with a custom amount of stuff. I think that would be fine. We also, I could take those. Okay, we need a filter. That needs to be a filter splitter, not, or a filter inserter. And we also need, oh, we also need the rocket fuel from this. So we need to do some math on the rocket fuel because I don't remember what it is. 50 rocket fuel per solid rocket fuel. And we need, no, any landing pad with name. That'll work better. Novice, no, it's called glass temporary, just spelled wrong. So we need 94,000 divided by 50 times 2. So that's, we need 4,000 rocket fuel. 4,000 rocket fuel to get off this planet. Yeah, that seems... Is that worth it? Is 4,000 rocket fuel really worth 50,000 glass? I don't know, probably. Probably. Rocket fuel's kind of free. Let's see, do I have any refineries? Actually, I don't... Oh wait, you don't need refineries, you just need... Well, I need refineries for the cracking, don't I? Maybe I should not have... Maybe I should not have deleted this. You can't put a price on freedom. So true. We will be free of these biters. I guess we could put this back. I mean, we're going to be stuck here a while anyway, right? I don't know which one's better. Probably this one. And then we can just put a fuel refinery, start making solid fuel, do another one, start making solid fuel. Output. Output. Yeah, there we go. That'll be perfect. Okay, so this is heavy oil. This is regular fuel. And then light oil will be here. Or fuel refineries will be here. Making solid rocket fuel. There we go. Hopefully this works. Because I don't know for sure. And then I also don't know if we have those. What if we just take these? Yeah, there we go. Let's just steal. That'll work. And then, what don't we need? I'd say we just downgrade these. Or we just steal them from elsewhere. Yeah, what could go wrong? Maybe we should not have put everything outside of this chest yet. That's fine. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to build anything. Wait, is someone here? No. I heard someone say something about a garage. And I thought maybe, like, family was visiting, but then I realized that was a while ago. Or that's not until next week. Not a while ago. A while in the future. Okay, where is Kion orbit? How is this doing? These aren't connected. For some reason. Ooh. Wait, is that good? Did I disconnect them? I'm very confused about these grids. Well, they're all built. 55 megawatts. They can produce up to... Okay, I think we can expand it now. We can probably cover this as well. Because I wanted like 16 up here. Which we were limited on scaffold, but I think we have plenty of scaffold now. Well, not plenty. We have enough. Which I guess that's basically plenty, but I did want more. but we'll survive without it. Let's copy this, copy the tiles with it. And then just paste this wherever, so that way we can get a little bit more power. But I think we have enough solar panels now that we don't need to worry too much about power. Because it should be, we have 40, we have like 20 megawatts surplus, which is not great. That means we can fully charge one at a time. But I think we can afford to do a couple more. Oh, that's not right. This is what I want. This should fix it though. Because this will give me like 5 or 10 watts surplus, and that's actually pretty significant. Yeah, because that's the difference between charging one and charging two at a time. So unless I get back-to-back meteors, like a lot of back-to-back meteors, this should be enough. And if we ever get more scaffold, we can always expand it again. Honestly, I could even plan for that right now, just in case. Because I assume we can afford these. How much scaffold is this? 1,500. Okay, yeah, that's about all we can afford. Perfect. I don't know if we have the solar panels up there or the substations, but if we do, we'll be golden. These don't have an output. I guess I'm just going to use long inserters, because that's what I have in the network. We also might be able to use some yellow belts, which would be pretty cool. I would prefer actual belts, but I would prefer anything else, but this will work. This will do the job. We really should just be shipping this over, but at this point, instead of trying to like repurpose what little we have. But now I'm just this is really just a can we do it project. And it has been for a while. It kind of lost all actual purpose a ways back. There we go. Now it can do speed mods to process even more fuel. These are not connected. How are these not connected to water? Oh, this was coal liquefaction. Okay, I see. Why was I doing that? Oh, it's better for water? Yeah, I don't know why this was coal liquefaction. I feel like that was a weird call. Definitely a bit of a weird call. We can connect petroleum to it, no problem though. It was just, I don't know why I did it that way. Oops, this is the wrong one. There we go. Flush the system. Okay. Those should work again. But they're not, because they're not getting water, because I didn't connect this. Okay, that should get us rocket fuel. Probably not enough rocket fuel, but I mean, it's more than... it should be plenty. This is really just so I can make do with like one rocket worth of rocket fuel that I ship over. It's pretty much completely not important. We also need to start filling this. Cargo sections. Packed sections. Good. Then we need to set this to logic. We'll do a red wire here. Packed is less than, we only want 2 rockets worth. That's 40. I just typed 40 into the wrong thing. Packed sections. Where are they at? Cargo sections. There we go. Less than 40. And then anything extra we can just send back. Not a big deal. Wait, is this enough? We're sending 1 rocket. We'll get 60 back plus 40, 40. This isn't enough. Let's do 60. And then same thing, we'll filter this one to rocket fuel though. And this one will send like rocket fuel is less than like 2,000. Should be fine. Yeah, I imagine that will work out. And there we go. We do need to figure out why this is super, super not backed up. Don't know what the issue is. I imagine we're just not producing enough. Yep, we're low on LDS, which that makes sense. We've just consumed a massive amount of LDS for scaffolding. For now, I can do a recycle loop, and that won't be a problem. And I think we have a side load somewhere, so these will get onto the correct side no matter what. And there we go. So that way we'll recycle them until we get 60 parts in this rocket. And along with 2,000 light oil, which we're already like partly there. So yeah, this rocket fuel assembler was probably pretty useless, admittedly. But I'm glad I tried. I'm glad I had it, even if it maybe wasn't the best use of resources. And then we'll do one output here, give an underground, and give light oil production as well. And this should be prioritized correctly, so only extra stuff will be consumed. There we go. Okay, local light oil production for the planet we're about to abandon. It's what I've always dreamt of. Maybe I should have better dreams, but that's fine. And let's see if we can clear the glass. Also, rocket fuel. We need it for our jetpack. And we just got rid of all of it. That was a mistake. That should be enough. 5 rocket fuel? Yeah, that should be plenty. All we need to do is transfer the remaining glass, which we're mostly using a grappling hook for. Transfer that. We should have one more trip. Right? Okay. 500 glass? Yeah, we're not going to go back for 500 glass. I don't even know if it's worth sending this rocket off. But yeah, we do need to wait for rocket parts. I don't have enough time to wait for those to fill, so I'll have to call it there. We'll finish destroying this planet tomorrow. Around the same time. Because I don't think we're babysitting tomorrow. I had to cancel Thursday's stream because I forgot we were babysitting my niece. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that's why we didn't do... That's why we did not finish Meme Run Monday that day. Yeah, these are filling. We need to wait for bots to do the recycle loop, but that should work. That'll give us rocket parts to our new planet. The next planet is pre-Death Star. So let's see, we need remove glass and buildings from Kion, then destroy. Can you put commas in the title? No, you can't. There we go. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thanks for the raid and the follows. I'll be back tomorrow with more space exploration because it will still be a weekend, and then Meme Run Monday, no pipe challenge on Monday. It will be fun. I mean, the first half of it is not going to be any different, but dealing with no pipes for the rocket parts, I think, will be quite, maybe not enjoyable, but we'll have a lot of barrels. It's going to be great. Yeah, see you next time. Peace.